Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 63 of Aneria, the Shattered Realm.
Let's see.
We're getting really close, guys.
Are we?
Things are happening tonight. Things are happening that will change the course of this game, or at least what's left of it.
I wonder how many hours we've played up to
total?
this point. Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good question.
And not just the ones that are
Cory,
on YouTube.
calculate it and post it on the screen.
Yeah, calculate what is actual playtime.
Yeah.
Let's go add up all the...
Blooper reels and...
Does that include all the times we take for breaks to go to the bathroom or get snacks?
all the
above.
Okay.
That's all
All right,
the
that
above.
counts.
That
as game
counts.
time. All right.
That counts.
Okay. Cory, add that total underneath it, too.
Good luck.
I have to edit this in like
They-
3 days.
You
There's a
have
holiday happening.
100%
They
attendance.
say, what is it?
Yeah.
What do you need to do
What is it,
attendance?
like...
Oh, an attendance?
Was it 10,000 or
Are you sure you want to do attendance?
You have an A, or you have a... What's the honor system? An age?
H for
Honors.
honors?
I have a
Yeah.
U.
H for attendance.
Attendance.
I have attended.
I don't know. I didn't have any classes that ever did like an honors.
Really?
Yeah.
You'd never had to make up a U?
No.
What? You guys are so good. I had to make up so many U's.
I had a lot of sick days too. Like,
Really?
I wasn't- yeah.
just came late to class. I did a lot of school. Oops.
well, you know, you are the baddest
That
of
could
us.
be why it took me so long to recognize who you were. Because I didn't see you in school that much.
Listen, I had.
we
Did you ever
graduated
take
same-
AP European? No, it wasn't American history. I can't remember the teacher's name, but it was my first period class, and I literally was late every single day.
Well, see, my first period was seminary, so it didn't count.
In one class,
you do that
in one,
first?
what is called, there was readings. It was for our art classes for our degree. That was literally the class I would go into to sleep. I'd just go in because it was dark, it was cozy, I'd put my hood up, and then I'd go kind of lay back down and go to sleep. I failed the class, and then I had to take it again twice. But it was my sleeping class.
So you intentionally failed the class so you could take it again.
No, I literally- I
It's
did
an
that.
expensive nap.
It is. I know it is. But I had another one where we went, and it was digital. So I'm sorry if any of my old professors ever see this. There was
he's
a
not.
time when there was a digital art class where they were like, all right, this is how you do digital art. This is all this other stuff. And then this teacher was teaching it in a graphic design way. This teacher was teaching it in a like production, movies, making 3D or whatever. And I wanted to take it again, but they wouldn't let you because it's the same class. So if you passed it, it couldn't. So at the end of the year, I was like, how much would it hurt my grade if I didn't do any more work for the rest of the year? Like, I just didn't turn it in. I do the work, but I just wouldn't turn it in. He's like, well, you'd probably fail the class. I was all right, cool. Sounds good. So then I went and failed the course so that way I could take it again. So, I'm sorry, Mr. Biglin. My bad.
She is notorious for searching for her old students on YouTube. So she will find you.
One of our top subscribers.
Yeah.
Gonna subscribe to the Patreon just to be like, I have to talk to Preston right
Hey.
now.
Great segue, Scott. We have a Patreon. If you like these episodes and want to see
Cheers.
them early and ad-free, because ads are the bane of existence, feel free to join our Patreon.
Ads are one letter away from AIDS.
It's only a couple bucks.
Nobody likes AIDS.
Ads are what?
One letter away from AIDS.
I mean, technically, okay.
I mean,
Well, 2 letters.
I think that having an aid would be a great boon to me, to be honest.
That's fair.
I wouldn't
Corey
categorize
has
them
many
all.
times been like, I need someone to like jot down my thoughts.
Yeah. I just need like
game.
3 more me's
A
to
DM's
do
assistant.
a bunch
A
of other things.
DMA.
A DMA.
DMA.
DMA. I almost don't.
If you-
I talked to Casey about it. I was like, "Hey, do you want to be my DM assistant?" Or my it wasn't assistant. It was my
Co-GM.
not co-GM.
Oh, your hype man.
hype man,
Yeah.
so that I could the villain could say something. Casey can go, "Yeah,
Yeah, that's right. Take it.
That's actually brilliant. I love that.
If you'd like to apply for this position, please contact Cory.
I'm not giving you my email.
It's a $50 application
we have a channel.
fee.
We have a channel email.
It's
so-
pro bono.
Good job. Yeah.
Steal of a deal.
You get paid in exposure, not like camera exposure. You'll be off camera for most of it. More about like
Radiation
won't be wearing any
radiation.
radiation.
I trailed off because I was trying to think of a different type of exposure, but I was like, oh no, I can't say that.
I said it anyway.
Thank you. I can always rely on you, Torrey.
You're welcome.
We need
The
someone.
radiation thing was better.
We need someone to have the bleep sign that gets held up in front of Torrey. That's your whole job.
That's the DMA. Yeah.
You guys, this is why I can't drink.
Mm-hmm.
I already have no inhibitions.
Yeah. Well, that means that there's nothing to get rid of, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many views or upvotes to have a
True.
drunk episode?
Too many. I don't drink either. So, for much the same reason that Torrey does is, if you think I'm bad now, I don't know. I seem like I'm an angel on these episodes.
You are
don't
an
I?
angel.
Yeah, it's true. And now
He does play
all of
Drow,
us,
that's for
you
sure.
are like most saintly. Which is
at least on the surface.
in your hands.
Speaking of angels, I need to ascend. I need to go to the bathroom.
How was heaven?
It was good. It was fine. I mean, no, I'm not even gonna try. Trying to make like a porcelain throne joke, but it doesn't I don't got anything in my head. Except for telling you to like, comment, subscribe as well if you want to. That helps us out. Watching these videos, putting them on mute in the background. Maybe restarting it after you're done.
You don't
that
have to
helps as
listen to
well.
us.
Yeah, you don't have to listen to it at all. Just, if you want to help out the channel, that's a great way to do it. And thank you to Syrinscape for the wonderful sound effects that you do. Is that? Okay, that is coming from the back speakers. Okay.
That sounds dangerous.
That was fire.
Dangerous.
Fire is always dangerous to me.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah. Smokey the Bear taught me anything. It's,
Oh, I have to tell you guys something funny. Earlier today,
Only you.
I was watching some YouTube video with my youngest daughter. And they were doing they were talking about stop, drop, and roll. And the person was rolling, right?
yeah.
She was like, it's like they don't even know how to stop, drop, and roll. And I was like, what do you mean? And she's like, well, duh, you go like this. And she started doing somersaults. She thought that that's how you stop, drop, and roll. You do somersaults.
Oh no, I'm on fire!
If that happens,
Make it.
I'm just burning up to death. Because have you tried to do a somersault
throw.
recently?
Yeah, no.
It's rough. Because then I did attempt
When
a
life
somersault.
gives you fire, you cast fireball.
It was
Yeah.
scary.
You just turn into a pinwheel of flame.
Your daughter's going to be a great acrobat.
She will be.
As a kid, I always wanted to do that on Hook. The kid that sits at the top of the thing and puts his
Yes.
legs up and then just.
Yes!
Somehow his legs go up
Yeah.
and then bend the other way.
Oh, believe me, I've tried so many times it doesn't work.
I don't even want to know.
But thank you, Syrinscape, for providing wonderful content and sound effects for our battles and whatnot. Okay. Last session was a little bit of a doozy. Not actually too bad of a doozy. You met some kids.
Creepy.
Okay.
That weren't that good at being a rebellion as they thought they were. But you managed to convince this group of paladins of Davros, but not technically worshiping. They have power from him to help you out.
And one witch.
And oh yes, you did convince
The nun
a
witch.
giant. Oh, the nun witch. I thought you meant the giant witch, but yeah. That
No,
comes
there was
later.
also
Yeah.
a giant witch.
There was
Not
also
like
a giant witch.
a sandwich, but
Yeah.
the nun witch.
Yep.
Yeah.
With a hut hanging from
Her staff.
a staff.
Yeah. And that led you. She basically was blocking the way to this keep that you guys were trying to get to that had both compasses pointing to it. And eventually you searched this keep. You found some letters from the past. You found an undead ox and then killed it. And then went down into the tunnels, coming out into this large chamber with hundreds of voodoo dolls around it.
Want to see what they looked like?
I was going to say, do you have a voodoo doll with you? Yes.
Hopefully it's not one of us.
We don't know who
This is
it's
not even on purpose. This is
Is that why I tripped up the stairs 20 minutes ago?
yes.
Yeah.
I mean, no.
Took my toe and
It's a pretty intricate voodoo doll if you got
Yeah.
the toes. Yeah.
Here's fun.
I love it.
What is that from? What is this from?
I don't know.
That's so
It's one of my children.
It's Donnerell.
It belongs to one of my children.
Yes.
Here's another one.
Does Daughterell have blue hair now?
I kind of want to give him blue hair. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Thank you very
So,
much.
And that's one of your kids? As
Yeah.
in,
They belong
which
to...
kid is that?
You guess which child they belong to.
Let's see.
No, I meant which one is that?
I'm gonna say
represent
this one
which
is
kid?
you.
With that dog
That's
sound,
me?
say
That's,
yes.
yeah, that makes sense.
No,
Is that why he's got his finger up?
Yes.
I'm gonna say this is the youngest. Your youngest.
This belongs to her.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then that's from. How many kids do you have? Sorry.
3.
3. Middle child.
No, they both belong to the youngest.
Dang it!
Trick question.
She has started a collection of little voodoo people.
My
she had me
friends
put
need
these
to
in my
be
purse.
punished. But yeah, so you guys found this giant room of voodoo dolls. Some of them you recognized. There was one of Eve, one of Ezra, one of Locke, one of Lyra, and you realize that these are probably where these doppelgangers are getting their shape changing from.
We experimented on Lyrians.
Yep. You did
magic,
see
yes.
with magical detection that there were like trails leading, one from the voodoo doll to the person that it belongs to, and then leading off into another direction. And you all decided to shove them into a bag of holding in order to break the hold on them, which worked, but also alerted the doppelgangers to your presence. So you had to hold them off as they swarmed down these tunnels, which you guys did handily because they're just doppelgangers and you're level 17 adventurers at this point. So, you know.
There might as well have been elves trying to steal our presents.
Yeah. And then you split up. The paladin group went off down the right tunnel, and you guys were going to go off down the left tunnel, but...
That was breaking tactic number 2.
It's true, it is.
Slow
And
the party.
Locke broke it further by going down the middle tunnel instead.
Oh, Locke.
Yeah, and in the left tunnel, you were describing as we were walking closer, the walls started being all fleshy and...
Yeah, they were
and
getting a lot more like fleshy. You sent Blinky ahead.
Torrey
to, like-
was like, nope.
Yeah.
Not Fred.
There was something. There was like a bunch of little like
Channel through
pock
her.
marks
No.
in the
Victoria's not
the chamber and something like crawling through it. So
Yeah.
you guys kind of
because it
went-
was like, you said it was like a lump in the wall that like pulsed across.
Yeah. And you two decided to go after Locke instead because of course you would go after your party member, not because of the weird flesh room. Right.
Well, we tried to contact Locke and he didn't answer.
Well, message doesn't work
That's
through
right.
that much that much stone.
That much flesh.
Yeah, that much flesh. Exactly.
We're sorry, but the warlock you're trying to receive.
Locke found themselves in a room with kind of this large chamber with a big bunch of bones, and that's actually where we'll get into tonight as we're kind of describing what happened here. This chamber basically looks like a junkyard if that junkyard was just bones. Like there's a bunch of different skeletons of different sizes and shapes piled up in these random weird piles. Locke invisibility snuck their way up to this crystal at the back that was resonating with energy, and the little blood compass that you had was tapping furiously, trying to tell you that this is where Victor was. So you went inside and started fiddling around in there, finding a bunch of souls. Then the lich that's kind of been wandering around these piles, which again, this lich he looks a little bit more decrepit than the liches that you've seen up to this point, and he has this large like bone throne that is kind of walking him about. It looks like that he doesn't have the use.
It's a
of
big
those
room,
legs.
right?
Yeah, it is a pretty big room.
Are there any
So he noticed that you were tampering with it and pulled Locke from the crystal, temporarily pulling Victor's spirit from the crystal as well before throwing it back in. So the two of you also probably saw at least a hint of Victor.
Yeah, right. I remember the last part of the episode, we saw him like take Victor's soul and like push it back into the...
And then you charged. Was the last thing that happened?
Yeah. I said, who are you? And he tried to give me his name, and I said, I don't give a
I don't care. Yeah, and then you charged him, which is where we're going to start tonight. Let's see. Sure.
Remind me, I'm just curious. Who did Lyra take Victor's body?
Yes, Victor's body is technically back at, it's in Hasmondale, or it's in the Broken Expanse at this point.
Got it.
Yeah.
He's in a Snow White glass box,
Exactly, waiting for someone to kiss him.
surrounded by 7 little men.
And they're all from the rings.
Yes.
No, well, there'd have to be 8 dwarves in this case for the 8 rings.
Yeah.
Then.
Yes.
Well, Victor's the 8th.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. True. There we go.
Yeah,
Yep, yep.
I'm just a magically enhanced taller
He's-
person.
Lyra specifically,
You did get magically
Lyra
enhanced.
specifically
It's
went
true.
and found a dwarf from each of the rings because she knew that Victor would appreciate it as a
And she
joke.
had to find 3
Yeah.
elves and then 9 men.
Oh, That too.
But they were all deceived.
But they were all deceived. I had in my first campaign, there was a soft fantasy rule that dwarves were best in 1s, 3s, 5s, 7s, and 13s. Just because that's every time you like those are like the big like dwarf ones. 5s was it 5s? I don't remember if it was 5s.
Was it based off like
to.
prime numbers?
No, it wasn't based. That's probably why I said 5. But no, there was no 5s. I don't remember any fantasy.
1, 3, 7.
Yeah, 1, 3, 7, and 13 because
That's
Canonical.
that's just yeah. So
like
get
it.
dwarves together in those numbers and they can kick ass. Which means a single dwarf kicks ass most of the time.
True. Just don't have
Canon.
Because one of them will die.
Write that down.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started with initiative tonight.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, and we've already got our wonderful battle map set up here. These rocky piles that you see are all bones. And I don't have a bunch of bone piles. And then I will say that you do notice that there are 3 glowing obelisks about the room. Well, you can see 2 of them, but one of them is hidden behind a bone
We
pile.
just see the light. glowing
But
up the wall.
you're not quite sure what those are for yet.
We're destroying him.
Okay, let's go ahead and have you guys give me your initiatives.
7.
Fred got a 7. Scott, would you roll yours with advantage because you were technically the one to initiate this fight? I'll go ahead and give you a little boost there.
Okay. I either rolled a 7 or an 8. I'm going to use a
Epic die?
epic die.
Okay.
Add another 5 to that. So that will be a 14.
14, alrighty.
I'm a 17. I'm just trying to get to my...
You know what? I'm going to use an epic die.
Okay.
So you can give me more.
Of course, yeah.
That brings
I've
me
been
to a
neglecting
10.
you. Know what? I've been neglecting you lately here, Torrey. There you go.
Thank you.
18 for Valerian.
Could I have wood?
You have to use
You
them to get
can't
them.
you can't have one. You can have 2.
Yes.
That means we're all gonna die.
Yeah, you need them.
if we're running into some of the stuff that I've printed and or painted, yeah, probably.
Well, I can't die, so...
Oh yeah, you'll be fine.
No.
Yeah.
Yep.
Immortality.
Especially with your
Can you
epic
put that over
boon.
there so I don't spill? Thank you.
Especially with your invincibility epic boon that you have.
So the lich is going to go first, and you start charging towards him, and he goes, "Cute," and then he's going to point a single finger at you as his chair kind of shifts him around. He is going to cast Finger of Death at you. Make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, snap.
Hope your health is higher than...
No, you're thinking of Power Word Kill.
Oh, power word kill. Okay.
It's a 19.
19? 19 is a success. So you're only going to take half damage.
Is this force by chance?
No.
Darn it. Or poison.
Nope. It's death damage.
Oh, I'm resistant to death damage. Fred's been teaching me. And by teaching me, she just randomly stabs me and is like,
You
"Don't die,"
Yeah.
and then walks away.
Go ahead and take cut in half. That is 27 necrotic damage. As this bolt of basically just black energy hits you, and you kind of it staggers you just a little bit, but you're still in that charge. And the lich actually seems a bit surprised that you are still charging in, and he kind of waves his hand, and you can feel like the area around you shifting as he's like calling in reinforcements.
It's going to
Locke.
take more than that to bring me down.
More importantly, he loses his grasp on Locke as he concentrates on another spell and this new foe. So, Locke, you are free, incorporeal right now.
Okay.
What would you like to do, sir?
I'll drop the
It's cool.
incorporeality.
Okay.
And he'll kind of just
I want
try and assess the situation.
Just like
So I
walk
can see
around.
them coming in the room, right?
Yes.
I bet
And
the stairs.
looking
really
at the
well.
back of this guy, he's just going to kind of shake his head and he's going to say, like, so much power that is shackled and wasted on such a pitiful creature.
Where is Locke supposed to be?
He is where Victor is.
It's right here. Yeah. And so then I'm going to use my free action if it's available. I'm going to take the blood of Victor and I'm going to break the
Basically break the compass, yeah.
And I'm going to use my action to start drawing some sigils on the back of my hand to prepare
Okay.
a ritual.
Okay. Yeah, so Locke kind of turns away from the battle and starts scribbling on his, or doing something you guys can't really see, but he's definitely muttering to himself.
Oh, Locke is doing his nails again.
At the end of your turn...
And by nails, you mean the hand-forged nails that he paints with blood and then throws them at people?
Yes, exactly.
At the end of your turn, the Lich is going to use a legendary action. In fact, it's going to use all 3 of its legendary actions.
Legendary action?
Yeah. Which, let's see.
Oh, hell no.
And he like, basically, like, he's kind of waving his hand, and you see one of the bone piles explode, and the bones form into 5 skeletons in your path. So if you wouldn't mind...
Like this guy? Like this pile right here?
Yeah, go ahead and blow that pile up, and we'll go ahead and drop 5 skeletons down. They will roll initiative and act on the next turn if they are still around.
I've been meaning to invent a game. I think Fred called it bowling.
Yes.
Bowling for soup.
And then one of that large kind of, or sorry, not that large, that small pile between the 2 big ones is also going to shift. This one doesn't explode, though. This one just kind of forms up into this shambling mound of bone that, it's going to start moving. So we'll replace it with this.
Ooh.
And put a 2 next to it, please. Not to spoil anything, but... and that is going to take its turn and move... It can move how far? 20 feet? Move it 40 feet if it can get in front of the Lich. It's basically going to try and...
35 puts it there.
Yep, let's
40
put
puts it there.
Yep, 40 puts it right there. Yep, it just kind of shambles forward and flows around the other bones, picking a few more up from this larger pile on the way in order to protect its master. Then it is
Master.
Bolt's turn. You are finally able to go.
Okay. Now that these skeletons have arrived...
You're like, yeah, I've been waiting for this. I took a level of cleric just for this.
As a bonus action, I will grow big.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's definitely one of those scenes where the skeletons are like all menacing and you grow big and they're just like, you just see even though they have like eye holes, they're all like,
The skeleton I'll...
yeah, grow like big. These are definitely Harryhausen skeletons.
So yeah, I'll grow big, and I'll charge in here, and then I want to cast Thunder Wave.
Thunder wave.
In a 15-foot cube originating from me, which I think should encompass all of them.
Okay. Including the pile or just the
Is
skeletons?
it 15? So it's 15 in all directions?
Yeah,
right?
so it's 3 squares all directions.
Yeah. So if I...
All 5 skeletons?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yep. They must make Constitution saving throws. On a failed save, they take 2d8 thunder damage.
What do they need to hit? Actually, sorry, would you roll me damage first? I want to see what the total damage is on this before, because these are technically just skeletons.
Oh gosh. 5 total damage.
5 total damage. Okay.
I rolled 2 1s.
Oof.
Curse you dice.
All right, so yeah, they will make their rolls. What was the that they need again?
Con save of 18.
Okay, that's fail, and save. Okay, so
The horse-headed one saves.
yes, the horse-headed one is going to save. The rest will take the 5 damage.
And they're also
be
pushed
knocked.
10
Yeah.
feet away from me.
He's as
Successful
healthy as a
takes
horse,
half.
You know?
And isn't pushed.
Thank you.
I already gave you an epic die. I'm not doing another. I'm doing 3 more. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Yeah. So you manage to go ahead and push them as you'd like, except for the horse-headed one. He manages to avoid the brunt of it.
10.
And then would you like to continue moving, or are you just going to stay there?
Oh no, I'm gonna keep moving.
Okay.
On. So that was only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Are you taking any opportunity attacks by moving?
I will take an opportunity from horse-headed guy.
Okay.
Just wondered why necromancers like. In this case, how does he match up the right parts? He just kind of says, "Hey, you parts over there, make a skeleton," right?
So true.
He is going to...
So what if one leg's shorter than the other?
That's a 23 to hit you.
That misses.
That means
Where
they need
arms
to
be?
crit you in order to hit you.
Walking on a 2 hands.
Yeah, so he probably just like, he slams it and it scrapes across your armor and your new body, that kind of thing, so.
Then, so that's all my movements.
Okay.
Let me double check to make sure I'm moving the right distance. It's been a while since I've grown big.
It doesn't change your speed.
Okay, so then I will be here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Yep. There. So he wouldn't have taken an opportunity attack then.
Oh, okay.
Which is fine.
He's gonna anyway and still miss.
Okay. Here it is, Jack's map. And then I'm going to use an action surge.
Okay.
Actually, no, that's just an extra action. That's not a full turn or another.
Yeah, I wouldn't give you another move or anything.
Yeah, I'll just stop there then.
Okay.
For this.
Sounds
I've
good.
used everything.
Alrighty. Fred, your turn.
So for me, it was like I just run in and just just bowl through them.
Yep.
But there's
Just-
still a
just
thunder
knock.
wave,
Just knock them to the side. Yeah, you like slam a foot down and it thunder waves at one point. Yeah.
Oh, Fred.
Oh.
What are you going to do?
And also, I guess Blinky is with you.
Yes.
If you want to put him on the board next to you, he can just go after your turn.
Oh, Pinky.
Does he grow into the "don't hurt my mom" size?
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, it starts crying because Fred gets hurt and just grows big and big and big.
Whatever shall we do? Well, let's see. Come to the horse guy. And wow. We'll use Thorn Piercer.
Okay.
It's been a minute since I've used the cute little thing.
Yeah.
We're using it as a
No.
we'll use it as a rapier.
Okay.
That is a 19 to hit.
19 will hit.
Nice.
Horse face.
You play the xylophone on his ribs?
Yeah.
So sorry. That is for 9 damage.
Okay, 9 damage. Yeah, you definitely like slash this skeleton, take one of the arms off. It's still standing.
Okay, second attack is an 18.
18 will hit. I think with your bonus, you deal more than he has left. So
Okay,
yeah, so the second strike just takes the head,
perfect.
and that skeleton comes tumbling down.
And then we'll move. Bleep.
So we can get that one off the board temporarily.
Bleep.
Don't hand it back to me. Just put it off to the side.
To this guy.
We're in a room full of bones.
You expect that there's going
might
to be
more
yeah.
skeletons. Yeah.
That is for
Let's
a
turn it into
9 to
crematory.
hit.
Who has fireball?
9,
Nope. 12.
12.
Yeah,
12 will miss.
no, I'm gonna waste. It's fine.
Hold on,
You gotta spend them to get them.
Exactly.
Hold on.
Okay.
You got to spend dice to get dice.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
It's ability check. We're saving throw.
Knowledge.
Flash of genius. Yeah.
That's
That's
all
the
right.
Okay, so that's 3 attacks.
Yeah. So my 3 attacks. Okay, so Blinky,
Yes.
he will. Sorry, I'm just reading what I can do. I literally never happened. Maybe once.
Yeah, we usually just forget about him back on the
Yeah,
ship.
sorry, Blinky. Love you. Mean it. We'll have him use an IRA. Let's do...
Sorry, I heard IRA, like
More money.
yeah, like a retirement plan.
An
Not just
IRA.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but yeah.
So if you want to use the eye ability, you roll 2d4
Okay, thank you.
for the random eye beams that it shoots.
Okay. 4,
Okay, and you re-roll doubles.
1.
Okay, so that'll be a dazing ray and a telekinetic ray.
Perf.
So the dazing ray, the target must succeed on a DC 12 Wisdom saving throw or be charmed.
Okay.
While it's charmed, its speed is halved and it has disadvantage on attack rolls.
Great.
So who is that one going towards?
Well, we'll do that one to this guy.
Okay. What is the saving throw on the gazer? It is 12 is what it needs. Well, its wisdom is -1, so it fails. So that skeleton is charmed and is going to be a lot weaker. Basically, this kind of bright pink beam hits it in the middle of the head, and it just kind of like sits there and starts swaying back and forth. The other one, the telekinetic ray, is a strength saving throw on a larger or a medium or smaller creature. So which one do you want to target with that?
Let's do the one directly in front of it. In front of Blinky.
Okay. That one does make its save, so it doesn't get pushed away.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else that Blink would like to do? They could probably like float up into the air a little bit if you want
Yeah,
them to.
let's do that.
Okay. They're just going to start getting into disco ball position to start firing off randomly.
Yeah, it can go up to 30 feet.
Tell by the way I spin, I shoot my lasers
30 feet in the air.
Oh,
We'll
God,
make a
yeah.
note of that.
So it followed you, but went like Kirby style. Whoop.
Yep.
Yes.
Then we've got that moderate pile of bones right there is going to explode, or not explode, but shift as another
This old fogey can't.
shambling mound of bones comes out. We'll use this wonderful mount that Scott painted to represent it. And that one is going to move, let's see if I can, it can get up to Fred. It's going to move up to Fred. Okay.
Make a gross noise.
It's going to make a
Baby
pair of
predator
attacks against you. One is an 11 to hit,
Miss.
and the other one is an 18 to hit.
Miss.
Okay, so it comes down with these bone fists, and you just like dodge as it's just starting to pound at the ground. Blinky's overhead, just like gnawing on one of the bones that gets near. I don't know how it has. It doesn't have a mouth. Never mind. I don't know how it has a mouth.
We don't know what it's doing.
One of its
One of
eyes.
the eyes is a mouth.
Yeah.
It speaks in
Okay.
Morse code.
And then the skeletons are going to roll initiative.
You know how it's got a whole bunch of different eyes, like
Yeah.
the octopus one and the
Oh, yeah.
goat eye. One of them is literally like sharp teeth, like a mouth.
Ew, it's so gross. I love it.
It is the eye bite spell.
I bite to smell.
I was just looking at that.
The most powerful. I bite.
Well, it's like when people Photoshop people's lips in
Yeah.
their eyes, and it's like, it's disturbing.
It is disturbing.
All right, back up to the top of the round here. The Lich is going to, he's going to, I think he's fine there. Is he within 30 feet of all his minions?
30. Except for these, not these two skeletons.
Okay, so
So you'd have to move forward one square to get all of them.
he'll go ahead and
not
step
us.
forward one square.
Okay.
And then he's going to. What is a good use of his turn?
What is a good
What is
use?
a good
I
use?
hope it's not a very good one.
We should have done some Foley work and took all of Patch's antlers and like
crack them together. Yeah.
so you got sound effects.
Just go get all the antlers and put them in a bag, and I'll just shake it randomly. He is going to actually kind of lean forward and open his mouth, and this noxious gas is going to come out.
I thought he was going to lean forward and give his minion a little kiss.
Nice.
Spell? 1,
So-
2, 3,
Yes, it is a spell.
35, 45, 50.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, careful with that guy.
50. So I'm going to counterspell.
Ooh, okay.
say-
What level are you counterspelling?
You blathering. Since I'm a warlock,
Yeah, so what is your current spell level that you cast at?
I mean, I've got 9th level spells, but 5th level I think is what it shows in here.
Okay, so it is 5th level, yeah. So yeah, that just counters it. You don't have to make it a check
Okay.
because
So
it is. Wait, is that how that works?
hold on. Let's
Brain?
pull it up here.
We don't know.
So
You're the DM.
attempt to interrupt a
Depends on the
creature.
new rules versus old rules.
If it's 3rd level or lower, the spell has no effect. If it's casting 4th level or higher, make an ability check. Using spell casting ability at higher levels, when you cast this using a spell slot of 4th level or higher, the interrupted spell has no effect if the level is less than or equal to the spell's.
Yes.
of the
So
equal
because
spell
you
slot.
cast it at the 5th level, and he is a 5th level, or he's using his 5th level spell slot. Yeah, he goes to cast this gas, and all of a sudden this little red tendril comes and just snaps it out of existence,
You old bag of bones.
and he will
A bloody scab comes out and slaps over his mouth.
he will turn his eye back to you, and he
It is
goes,
blood magic.
"Zizarix, kill that one."
Okay. Does he have? So he's got skeleton head.
Yeah.
Does he have a single eyeball in either or is it or no eyes or? what's
No
this?
eyes. It's just the one eye that rolls to the side like corpse pride.
I just like the idea of he one eye turns around behind him like he's looking back.
Sure.
He can.
Yeah, let's do that. I like that. Okay. And then we got skeleton number 2, which we'll go ahead and just say is we'll just go clockwise for him. So starting at midnight. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
So number 2 is going to move up to bolt and make an attack.
Good luck.
Yeah. Nope. Fails. That's fine.
Punted.
Block. It is your turn.
Okay.
How's the painting of the nails going?
I'm just about finished. I'm going to
He's doing
now. I want to look at the lich, and I want to cast hematurgic siphon. So as he's kind of casting the spell, he wants to. I don't have an incantation in front of me, so I apologize. But this is at the 5th level. I'm using one of my packed slots. Oh no, I can't. It has to be within 20 feet. Lock's gonna walk out, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Will hematurgic siphon work on this guy? He's technically got no blood.
He's got marrow. The bones.
It says
Where the blood's made.
It just says necrotic damage, but it says you can sacrifice a creature you can seize health to mend any other creature you can seize wounds.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, we'll go ahead and give it to you.
okay. I know I'm not going to be doing it for much damage, so I'm doing it for other reasons. So he's going to.
You have to be within 20.
Is that within 20 right
You
there?
have to be here.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, I think that's my move speed. So he's going to pull that from him and use it to heal the runes on his hands, but not all the way.
Okay.
He wants to
What is
infuse
the
it with power. So the damage is, or the save is going to be 21 con,
Okay.
and it's going to be 48 necrotic as the damage type.
48.
4d8. So 11 total damage.
Okay.
So it's not a huge amount of damage.
He fails his save.
Okay.
It's only going to do 6 to him because he has resistance to necrotic.
Okay. So
And
that'll be
then
6.
you only get a little bit of healing.
I'm at full health. I'm using it for.
Yeah, basically you manage to yank some of the like Scott said, the marrow out of this lich's bones, and he hisses a little bit, but he doesn't seem too concerned. But you do use it to finish the runes on your
And
hand.
now you see that there's 8 rings on his hand that he's carved into it with his flesh, with these kind of not demonic. What are they called? Infernal, like kind of infernal kind of writing around him.
Okay.
So.
Alrighty. Keep your secrets.
You're messed up, bro.
I don't trust him.
I don't trust him either.
I don't trust me.
At the end of your turn, he is going to flick a hand back and cast a firebolt at you as a legendary action. And that is a crit.
Oh boy.
Wait, so it was my turn, right?
Yes.
Counterspell.
You can counterspell that too?
Yep.
Okay. I mean, yeah, it works. Yeah, so he's going to flick his hand back and this bolt of fire just kind of sparks and he...
I said silence.
And I said, kill him, Zizorix.
So now I need
But the one that actually goes next is
Let's
number
find
2
out.
there. He is going to move forward and shift through his skeletal brethren in order to get right between Fred and Bolt. And he's going to make 2 attacks against Bolt. Good luck to him.
Sorry, Bolt.
One of them, the first one is a crit, but you can't be crit, so it's just going to do normal damage. But that is 14 bludgeoning damage. And the second one is going to be...
I want to use my reaction.
Okay.
I'll use the Psionic Energy Die to reduce your damage by 13.
Oh, wow. So 1 damage.
Nice.
Yeah. So, the fist comes down, and you're still dodging the one that's slamming on you, and you just bring up a quick shield to deflect most of that blow. And then the other one is a 23 to hit, which is going to miss you.
That misses.
Okay. The second one misses there. Okay. The largest pile of bones at the back of the room with the crystal shifts.
This one.
Hell no.
That one. It's not going to be removed because that's too big even for this creature. But I have to go grab that. I'll be right back. Woo! So first you kind of see this shift, and then a wing pops out made of bone and slams into the ground. And then a neck pulls itself out, and soon enough you see the skull of a dragon pulling itself out and onto the battlefield, staring down Locke specifically.
I like the paint job on that.
No, Scolopendra is a centipede.
Ah, no. That's dumb.
Oh, has no one told you that we are all Dragon's Bane?
I don't know who you are. And then, so it's going to let out a roar and unleash its frightful presence. So everyone within 120 feet that can hear it must make a DC 18 Wisdom saving throw or become frightened for a minute.
Okay. I am going to use my harp as a reaction.
Okay.
Where is it? Yeah, I call on the harp to help shield my mind till the end of my next turn. The owner and any friendly creatures within 30 feet that hear the music.
Failed save, by the way.
What?
You have a fighter ability, I think, that lets you reroll a failed save.
You might not need it though. Hold on a sec.
Yeah.
So you can anyone that's within 30 feet of me, that's an ally.
Tis I.
You can roll that with advantage for your wisdom save.
As the harp comes out from its pocket dimension and plays like a counter charm or counter
Reroll
song.
with advantage.
If you need to reroll, yes, you can reroll it with advantage.
So you still hear the
19.
music, yeah.
19 is
Okay.
a save.
So if I rerolled with advantage, then I rolled a 21.
21. Hey, that's a save.
Okay.
And bolt.
Then it says if any creature are affected by a fear or charm effect, they can immediately make another save against that effect with advantage.
Yeah, okay, which nobody is here.
Except for me,
the
I
skeleton.
will probably, let's see, 13 or a 15. 15.
15 total. 15 is a failure.
18.
18 is a success. And none of you are going to be affected by the frightful presence for
I record the
next
dragon
24 hours.
roar, and then I make a beat out of it.
remix it. Your harp forms into a
big
deck.
electronic keyboard.
Dun, 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 dun,
And once it's done with its roar, it charges forward and it's going to make some attacks against Locke.
Sorry, Locke. That's okay. You are not a Dragon's Bane yet, so...
The first one is a 31 to hit.
You might be dragon's food here in a minute.
Okay. Which is 18 piercing damage.
Okay. Locke's going to die, and it's going to be the scene from Hot Fuzz. Shame. As
Yeah.
the loading shot.
Plus 6 lightning
Fire.
damage.
6 lightning, okay.
And
I
then
don't
it's
think
him.
I have any... Make sure I don't have any resistances. I don't remember. Okay, we're good.
Then we have a 16 to hit.
16 hits, but I'm going to react with...
You already
no, I can't. I
used
can't use my
reaction.
shield.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, I'll take that damage.
Okay. So take 14 slashing damage from that one.
Damage, okay.
And then the third attack is a 16 to hit again.
16 hits.
13 slashing damage from that.
Don't sass the DM when he's in lich mode.
Yeah, so you basically, this thing comes out and just like slams Locke into the ground temporarily, biting at you, clawing at you, before you manage to scramble away. Bolt, it is your turn.
I am going to, as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Kinetic Jaunt.
Okay.
So this makes it so I don't provoke opportunity attacks, and my walking speed is increased by 10 feet, and I can move through the space of any creature.
Okay.
But not end in that space, it would be adjacent. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to get right up next to
The Lich.
the Lich, yeah. And I'm just going to...
Son of a Lich.
Basically, this is all part of the same charge, and I just kind of step over.
Keep pushing everybody out of the way. One of the mounts comes and tries to like grapple you, and Fred's shield kind of pushes it off.
Yep. Yep, and I just run up, just slam into it.
Punch this Lich right in the face.
Yep,
It's only an
I
ability check.
have been wanting to do this. I've been wanting to punch this Lich in the face
It's true.
for weeks now. It's true. We had 2 weeks, and
Every week we get attacks.
You can go to our chat message and be like, guys, is today the day that we get to punch an old man in the face? And they're like, no, sorry, I'm on vacation. Dang it.
It's
Today is the
time.
day. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and make a attack roll.
It's time.
That is a dirty 20.
Christmas.
Dirty 20. Dirty 20 will hit.
Wait, is his name Jack?
You didn't care apparently to ask what his name is.
He actually said most of it before I cut him off. Remember?
I don't think so actually.
He didn't mention
No,
he
Jack
mentioned the dragon's
Skelling.
name.
Yeah, you
Jack
got through.
Skilliman.
I remember you getting through most of it before I interrupted you.
Yeah,
But I did it
because
for a fact.
I don't remember what his name is, and I don't have any of the articles open that would have his name here. So I will find out.
We can look at our old channel.
Papa Roach Skrillex.
For our previous episode. That's a 16
Use your rap name.
to hit, thunder
I love it.
damage.
16 to hit, thunder damage.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Sorry, 16 thunder damage. It was a dirty 20 that hits,
Yes.
but it was 16
16
thunder
thunder damage.
Yes.
Okay.
1,600 damage.
Yes.
Yeah, 1600 damage.
He's dead.
Just
And you just hear one of the guys in the background. One punch!
I don't even hit him. I just do the whole like anime like stop short thing and just like. Sorry, Larry, and you're caught in the blast.
Whee!
Yeah,
Over 9,000!
Lyrian's blasting off again. All right, second attack. 21.
21 will
One
hit.
higher. Okay. Plus 6, 14 thunder damage to hit. Also, he gets disadvantage on any attacks
Okay.
that aren't me.
Okay. Anything else that you'd like to do?
No.
Okay. At the end of your turn, he is going to take a legendary action. You basically like punch him twice and you crack some bones, and he slams his hand into the throne and it skitters away. So he's going to move up to his speed without provoking an opportunity attack. And he is going to move 30 feet back around the dragon.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yep,
He
right
can take
there. So he skitters back. And he doesn't like turn around or anything. The throne just like literally just skitters
And he's just
backwards.
looking at you the whole time.
I'm coming for you.
I'm going to get you.
Gonna get you. It's
How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Okay, and then we've got skeleton number 1
is gonna be mine.
is going to turn around and shamble towards bolt. They have disadvantage on this attack roll because...
Which one? Okay.
Yep, that number 1, yep. 12 o'clock. And completely fails to hit you because not only is he dazed and charmed, but he is just not doing too good. Number 4, which is...
You said 1.
2.
I think that was 2.
3. So it's the
4.
one by Fred. Make an attack roll. Only rolls an 8. And then it's Fred's turn.
Perfect. So Fred is going to use her wailing scream. That's a wisdom save.
Okay. Wisdom
That's
saving
17.
throw.
For all my enemies in 30 feet.
Okay. What
Which
is
is-
the... Or you can do 60 feet for anybody, right?
Yeah.
And Blinky
But
doesn't have ears.
We're going to
so he's safe.
spare
Yeah. Okay. So... Sorry, what was the wisdom that they need?
17.
17.
Wait, Blinky, they have eyes.
Okay. Skeleton number 2 makes their save. The mound does not. The 2 more skeletons here.
2, 3.
Don't make their save.
This guy's a little slow. He shambled up, attacked, and then I ran away, and he was like,
Yeah.
doing this slow.
So the horse mound makes it save, and so does skeleton number 2, but the rest are failures.
Dead.
Okay.
I never realized this one has
So-
crushed skull.
Yeah.
Like it's
Oh, I
missing.
rolled good, brother. That is...
I think those are from Warhammer, actually.
Yeah.
Fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was that big box that you bought.
Yeah, I bought
years ago
like
when
a
you
box of
were
like 20 skeletons. No, actually, no. These ones I actually also bought a box of 20 skeletons
So
and put
these
them
aren't
together
from
myself.
40K with
No,
the
they're Age of Sigmar.
Age of Sigmar. Okay.
old Warhammer.
Yep.
So
But not
that
all
is
over.
35
Yeah.
damage,
35?
or half as much if they...
Oh, okay.
Fantasy.
So 35, and what is the? I think it's psychic damage, right?
No, it's not 40K dollars.
I don't know what it is.
I think it is
version
psychic
Okay.
damage. So.
of Warhammer.
All of the skeletons are dead, no matter if they made their save or not.
So all the little guys.
Yep, they all get blown to bits.
We just add more bones, more broken
As
bones.
basically, like Fred just rears back and lets out a horrible shriek. You said it was 35,
Yes, sir.
and then half as much. 15, 18. Okay, and one of them gets less affected than the others. Okay.
Is it the shriek note from Fifth Element that she hits?
Yes. That is it.
Absolutely.
Entirely.
Okay. What else would you
Okay.
like to do?
Blink. I do want to...
Blinky,
well-
Blinkersmith.
Hang on. Because I remember last time I was like, oh, I wish I had done that.
Don't worry, I didn't forget about you.
Anything you need, time and
These
one
skeletons
for
make
the
weird growling
job.
noises. They just want treats.
I would like to...
I just remember I had a feature that I haven't used yet. So.
Great, I can't wait. The laughter makes me so excited.
You should be.
Okay, well, I'll wait to do that. So Blinky, let's do him.
Yeah.
Them. Do gazers have
If you want,
gender?
then you can do whatever you want.
I
You can have they can have
him.
yeah. Yeah. I think Blinky's a him. I think most of us have called him at this point. So
I told my kids, Old Faithful, I was like, there she goes. And they called her a she the whole time.
Yeah.
I loved that. Okay, so we've got a 4 and a 2.
okay. So again, we got a dazing ray and a telekinetic ray.
No, Fury was a 2,
Oh. What?
right?
Fear me.
So here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Dazing Ray was a 1.
Yeah.
4 and a 1 is what you rolled, right?
Yeah.
So the Fury, is it like suddenly it goes like Mamai?
Okay. So
Can
who
they
tried?
even be
Parent
frightened? Probably.
There's a T-Rex in the window eye.
That depends on who you're trying to attack, I suppose.
Well, we're just going for the guys closest to us.
Like, show me the one you would like to attack first.
Let's do him.
Fear? Okay, go and roll it. Or what is this? Sorry, what is the save? I roll it.
This is for Fury, I guess.
Yes.
I get it. I roll.
12 wisdom.
It's a DC 12.
They all roll different directions, though.
It does make it save in this case.
Okay.
And then the other one is getting the telekinetic.
Yes.
Telekinetic can only be medium or smaller. That one's technically large.
Oh, well.
So that one's just going to, if you'd like, you can have it hit you to move you. Because the telekinetic ray just moves you 30 feet.
That's true.
And that wouldn't trigger an opportunity attack, right?
This is force
Nope,
movement.
Because it's
Force movement.
Okay, let's do... You're the brains of this operation.
I know, right? What would you guys do without me? Not be able to
Okay,
play.
well, let's see how we do. Roll low, roll low.
You can choose to fail.
Oh, I choose to fail.
We would all do arts and crafts.
Yep. So the fear ray hits the shambling mound and kind of distracts it, but Blinky's real objective is to pick you up and push you 30 feet in a direction.
And then...
Sorry. If the target is an object weighing 10 pounds or less, is it up to blah blah blah? Oh no, sorry. Never mind. I thought it was a. I thought that was a qualifier. Is if it's larger, if it's more than 10 pounds, he moves on the opposite direction. But
that'd be
that's not
crazy.
the case.
That'd be funny. Blub, 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 blub.
Oh, I said that he could hover 30 feet. That's
Yes.
just his
Use an
speed.
elemancy.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
So he hovers.
Whatever.
Yep.
Okay, so he will move, though,
Okay.
to be up with me.
Perfect. All right. At the end of your turn, the lich is going
Just kinda
to
picks you up, lifts you over him.
cast a spell. It is going to point at Bolt again, trying to keep him away. Them away. Them away.
Them away.
But rolls a 1, so the blast of frost just goes zipping overhead. Oh yeah, you probably just casually lean your head to the side, dodge it. You are focused, iron focused on this thing. Okay. Then Shambling Mound, that is the skeleton horse, is going to move up behind Bolt and try and grapple him.
Try to hoof me?
Yep, we'll try and attack you.
Hoofing it.
Did you say he's trying to grapple me?
Kind of.
With his hooves?
Yeah. It behooves him to grapple you. But the first one's a 21, and the second one's a natural 1. So it kind of just slams into your back, and
makes
you
you
can
move
feel
faster.
the bones scratching along your
If you've ever
armor.
been bit by a horse, it hurt. It was grabbing on your back, the back of your neck.
The Lich is going to start the next round. He is going to take his staff and brush it against the dragon's wing, and you see the dragon kind of get engulfed with the spell. It kind of it kind of takes its movements and kind of amps them up to 11. He's going to cast Haste on the dragon. And then he's going to move 30 more feet back towards the crystal.
That also accelerates the dragon's
Decay.
decay. Yeah. 25 and 30.
Okay, perfect. Then it is Locke's turn.
Okay. My action, I would like to use Dark Delirium to attempt to make this dragon afraid of me. DC Wisdom saving throw of 19.
You call that a fear aura? This is a fear
I know.
aura.
He is immune to being frightened.
Ew.
Okay.
From Ace Ventura.
So what I will do
Stop,
then,
my brother used to do that.
I will use I'm gonna use my action. Where's it at here? I'm gonna cast Misty Step using my bonus action,
Okay.
and I'm going to Misty Step back to the crystal,
Okay, onto the other side of the crystal.
and I'll look out, kind of seeing the way things are going, and he'll look to Fred and to Bolt and take the vial from his neck and say, "To ambition." He's gonna pop the cork and just
Just down the whole
down
thing.
the whole thing.
Oh, that was
That's my action.
the chaos blood, huh?
Yep,
That's
among
all the
other
blood.
things. He has a vial of holding that's been carrying the blood of basically everybody that he's
So Fred,
consumed.
everybody. I've got
Good.
the blood of a what do you call yourself? Not an immortal. I've got the blood of a little kid that doesn't do magic, that amplifies magic.
Yep. So,
Blood of a demi chaos
you
god.
uncork the vial. A smell like lightning and rotting roses fills the room. And basically, as you down it, you see the crystal in front of you just go absolutely berserk. as these souls start like slamming against the crystal. And at which point you take your hand out and you the one with the runes on it and you place it on,
blood.
and the crystal shatters.
Yes, Lock.
Um,
You were good for something. Just teasing.
the souls start kind of 100 souls basically start like winding their way around you as if trying to escape, and you are catching each one in the air and pulling it into you, basically absorbing the essence completely. You get to Victor's soul.
Okay.
Pull him towards you. What would you like to do?
I'll look him in the face and say, "You were never worthy of her." I will kind of take him and I'll throw him and I'll say, "I will not kneel where you yet whimpered." And I'm going to cast his soul out wherever.
Okay. You discard Victor's soul. The rest swirl into you, and as they do, there's kind of this air of power that kind of permeates everything. Like, it kind of has stalled the battle. Even the Lich and the Dragon are looking shocked at this intensity. Go ahead and...
Did you just become the BBEG?
We'll see. Go ahead and what I want you to do is you begin to
That's okay.
chant.
I got
I'm so
I got
scared.
2 fists. One for the Lich, one for Lyrian if needed.
You begin to chant. You don't have to roll anything at this time.
Yep.
In a tongue older than death, a hybrid of blood magic invocations and witch-cursed prayers.
Bone by bone, name by name. Baba's grip I now defame. The fleshless god I tear the flame and brand it with the Lyrian name.
Okay. Perfect. Also, I will say that you did probably rip out a piece of what was attached to Victor as you tossed it away. Yeah. Basically, what the Baba Yaga gave him.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay. And at that point, everything kind of just stops. All the souls are gone now, but the crystal is kind of floating in the air still. And then, or the shards are.
Yeah, so
and then the shards
stuff.
start flowing towards you. And they just start piercing into your skin, leaving little like welts of blood in their wake until you are half covered in this soul crystal, floating in midair with power, at which point I will be taking Lyrian away from you, good sir.
Yep.
And he looks over to Bolt and to Fred, and then just disappears.
Well, shit.
And we'll remove the crystal as well.
Yet another member of the Wayward Watch gone.
This one died
Write it into the book.
in a profane
Yep.
ascension.
Victor.
I do want to push out an impression when I do that to all the people who I've deemed as worthy.
Okay.
Right? And one of those people in his eyes is Fred.
Mm-hmm.
And anyone he's collected their blood and they've allowed to get, and he'll just say, "Wait for me."
Oh, okay. Yeah, this kind of just like call goes out over a dozen voices. Kid like looks up and clutches at the vial that you gave him as well. Victor.
Yeah.
You are suddenly tumbling through the physical plane once again.
What in the 9 hells?
And you find yourself
That voice.
you find yourself landing amid one of these bone piles, and you look around as you kind of like pull yourself together and get your eyes like properly focused, and you see Bolt and Fred are in a bit of a desperate fight for their lives, just the two of them versus what appears to be an army of skeletons.
Am I in like ring wraith mode and everything's like...
Yeah, it's all pretty like
Real.
hard to see, but you do realize that there's an opportunity here for you.
Okay.
The opportunity to pull yourself together physically as well. So you start grabbing whatever bones feel correct
Damn
and
bones.
pulling them in. And so another figure starts emerging from this pile to both Bolt and Fred. But this one... I mean, you're a bit more badass than that, let's be honest. This one kind of lands down.
It is Victor we're talking
It
about,
is,
though.
yeah.
I mean...
It's funny because the skull that you picked also had a bandana or a band over its eyes.
Bam.
And you You don't have your daggers with you, but you've got plenty connection to the bones that are surrounding you, and you pick several of them up and with a flick of your hand shape them into daggers themselves. So Victor, go ahead and put yourself back up at full life, and actually go ahead and level up to level 17. You will be playing as an undead for the time being.
Okay.
Obviously, your spirit is not back in your own body. That will need to be handled later, but we want you to be able to participate.
Possession is 9/10 of the law.
True. So for now, as an undead, you are...
I'm sorry, I say that in Victor's tone. What was that?
I'm sorry, possession is 9/10 of the law, and these
Ah, yeah,
bones
that
now,
makes
right?
sense.
so right now, you
Wayward
are
using them.
immune to poison and
Lazy
exhaustion.
1 point exhaustion. Okay.
Yep. And then...
No, immune to poison and exhaustion.
Yep.
Oh,
Yes. Because you are technically undead.
scrambling. Come on.
We can
Trying to get to
pause.
my-
We can pause.
I'm
It's
trying to
okay.
get to my notes.
It's okay.
All right, I'll just write it right here. No, that's not it. Notes. There we are. Okay. Other. Okay. You said I am undead.
Yep.
Immune to exhaustion.
And poison.
But the rest of yourself is going to be I'm not going to worry about like you're not wearing your armor or whatever. Like
Okay.
whatever you
You
need.
made bone armor that's equivalent.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of pockets that are all bone shaped pockets.
All
Do you have
images.
some bone contracts as well?
Yes. Yes. They're all like written on femurs
It's awesome.
because femur's the most legal bone, right?
Always.
Yes.
Or the pinky. It's on pinkies because pinkies wear.
Pinky's
Oh,
wearing. Yeah.
that's perfect.
They are very small contracts.
You do have a thing.
That's why I
with
always cut
fingers.
people's fingers off.
Yeah.
See?
Okay. So you guys see this this skeletal figure pop out of the bone pile, floating daggers around it.
all the fingers in the whole pile just create your armor.
All their little pinky fingers and toes.
Oh, it feels nice to be out again.
Victor?
Oh,
Is that you?
no, yeah. I'm having a crisis at the moment. But yes, it's me, I think. Most
All right,
of me.
fight first, crisis after.
Yes, yes. I see that. Oh, I can kill a dragon.
It's time. Okay.
That's true.
So also make sure that you do get up to max health.
Max health. Yes.
Yeah,
thank you.
just
Thank
because
you.
it looks
Oh,
like
and
you're...
I need. You said just to set to
Yep.
17.
If you'd like to level up to 17, you
I'll pop
also
it real
can
quick.
to
If you want to.
Maybe like
You don't
that.
have to.
Out there.
Yes. 10 page speed.
while you are doing that, we're going to have you go on the same initiative count, but the
Okay.
undead mound is going to go before you. So the other mound is going to rush over to Bolt, kind of breaking free from this grip of silence that has overcome everybody. So we can kick the battle back inside. Welcome back, Victor. Or at least partially.
I've got a bone to pick with you.
Nope. Both those attacks miss as well. What is your armor class?
4.
24. Now that's not with any bonuses from being next to people, right?
No.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah. No, I don't have any of that.
Okay. Alrighty. So Victor, what would you like to do?
I would like to rage.
You are a rogue. Still,
forget.
just a reminder. It's been a while.
So, I am going to.
Oh, they have a horse with them, do they? Let me see if I can catch my nightmare.
So the nightmare is not part of your Baba
Doesn't work
Yaga
it?
stuff. It was. It. I would say that.
Okay. It's okay if it doesn't. Right now he's going through his options. He's kind of
Yeah.
looking through them and saying, okay.
I would say.
He's gonna like, all right, well, I can send out the message. Nope, don't have to go.
Yeah, I think any of your magic items will probably draw the limit there.
Okay.
I think you can still have your armor, but I won't.
I'm going to take my.
I know it feels so
Actually,
wrong to like
no,
limit Preston.
Actually, don't we have his items?
Technically, yeah,
I thought we grabbed his
probably.
bag of holding. Can I? I'll use I'll use my bonus action on my next turn to toss.
Okay.
the bag of holding.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to attack.
I go,
him.
Victor, are you looking for these? Pull out your bag of holding. I didn't pull it from my bag of holding, but I'm holding on to it.
Your daggers aren't with you. That's right. They're with your body, technically. Yeah.
Yeah, so
except for one dagger, technically. The one that Quinn gave you.
That's right.
That I definitely remembered to create, and I'm not panicking right now.
I am going to...
You know, it being a tooth actually fits.
Yeah.
That is because you do the bone stuff.
This is... Sorry, I'm breaking my brain here for a second. I have to remember what I have to do. I'm going to attack using my...
Take your time.
Is it Melf's Minute Meteors? I'm basically going to cast Melf's Minute Meteors using one of his... Oh, I don't have my thing here, my tracker sheet. I'm a hot mess, y'all. But he's going to throw Melf's Minute Meteors, but it's going to be in the form of these bones. He's just going to keep picking up bones, and he's just going to start throwing them.
Okay.
They're just horse vertebrae.
Yeah, dragon.
Or skeleton vertebrae. Yeah.
All right.
So I cast Melf's Minute Meteors using 3 performance points.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action just to throw 2 of them, because I can throw 2 at a time at the dragon.
Alrighty.
And then they're going to do, I believe it's just an attack. Attack dex. They make a dex saving throw. So he's using the dex saving throw, otherwise it's going to take 2d6.
Let's see.
Characters.
It saves on one, but doesn't save on the other.
Okay. 2d6. I'm just going to use these. I'm not... Oh, what the heck. I'll dump my... We can do one at a time, right, for damage, or is it all of them? Can I do Hail Mary?
One at a time.
One time? Okay. So, there's 5 for the bonus dice. 6. 4, so that's 15 total fire damage.
15 fire damage.
For
Okay.
the one. And then the other one misses.
Okay. Yeah, the bone basically explodes against the side of the dragon's head.
And these, I'm just using these for the meteors.
Okay.
That's it.
All right, do you want to move anywhere?
You know, I'm still getting used to these bones, so I probably need to...
Back off a little bit. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Okay.
And then these just come with me.
The dragon is going to let out a roar, and it is going to fly up and land on top of the bone pile to the right of the party. My right, yep. So, if we can, I mean, obviously, don't let it fall, but yeah.
Here.
It's there.
I think it'll be
Yep.
fine right there.
And it lands, and you can see, it grips in and opens up its mouth, and a blast of lightning is going to shoot out across the line at all.
I should not have stood here!
Welcome back, Victor. Here is a lightning attack. Everybody roll me a dexterity saving throw of DC
Now-
20, please.
Does Fred get partial cover because she is behind me and I am
If
big?
it were an attack roll, probably, but this is a dexterity saving throw. This is a lightning bolt, basically, right? A lightning breath.
Okay. Well, whatever. I failed. What was the DC?
It was a 20 that you
I will. What did you get? 16.
A 16.
Oh, darn.
You can use Indomitable on yourself.
Right.
Actually, I'll flash up Genius and say, Fred, behind me, as I put my shield up.
Okay.
So that's your extra +4.
+4, so that's 20.
Okay,
Yeah, so
great. Thank
you'll
you.
succeed. Bolt, what'd you get?
7.
7. Bolt fails. And then
18.
That's what I was like. I was just going to use it on someone else.
so Preston also fails. So you can use your uncanny dodge. Well, so you're already taking half damage because of evasion. So just so you know. So you'll take half of this. Bolt takes 77 lightning damage. And then half of that for Preston, which is
My
math.
old body would have healed with lightning damage. We never got to do that before
Yeah.
I was taken away.
It's true.
So 77 total, so half that. 33, that'd be...
Half of 77 was what?
35 is 60, 70. 36 would be 672. 37.
Oh my gosh, I have a calculator. What am I doing?
Yeah, I was
Four.
gonna say, your computer.
I think
39
that's
damage. No, sorry, 38. 38 damage.
38, okay.
Take 38 lightning damage.
You don't want to do ADHD math. That's a scary place.
And then it is going to make, with its second action, because it is hasted, it is going to make attacks against Bolt. We got a bite attack, which is a 17 to hit.
Misses.
Okay, we've got claw attack number 1, which is a 31 to hit.
It hits.
For 17 slashing damage. And then the other claw attack is 26 to hit.
It hits.
For 17 slashing damage. Okay.
Is Blinky in the line?
I think he's up here.
Yeah, he's up like 30
Okay,
feet in the air.
Just
Yes,
making
he's
sure.
good. Yep. Bolt, it's your turn. So you hunker down. This lightning blast basically like hits you. You deflect it off of Fred. Victor manages to duck out of the way, and then you pull the shield out of the ground. You're smoking. There's little like arcs of lightning that are crossing your skin still.
Am I technically adjacent to the dragon at this point?
Yes,
Okay. All right.
because it had to get. Well, it didn't have to get adjacent to you. Oh no, to claw you, it does have to be adjacent.
I am going to reduce your damage though. Can I do
Oh,
that?
as a reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you be cool with
Yep,
that?
that'd be fine.
14, reduced by 14.
But yes, you are adjacent to it.
Okay. In that case, we're gonna go for the old grapply goo.
Is that what Bolt has officially named their
Grapply goo.
their special?
Cool.
I'm gonna call it
Grapply-goo.
putting you in the Bjorn.
Grapple kazoo.
The dragon and the Bjorn.
Yeah, that's what's gonna be called.
All right, so attack. The first to grapple is strength or dex.
So it's been a while since I've done this.
So you
Do I
roll
have to
athletics
make
or
the thing?
acrobatics, I think. Versus
Yeah,
their
so the
strength.
target must succeed on a strength or dex saving throw, and chooses which, versus my strength.
Mm-hmm.
And I get to roll with advantage because I am giant minded.
Yep.
And that's a nat 20
Okay, well,
plus.
I found it.
you found it. What was it?
I have wait. I have careful spell. You can use one sorcerer's
Oh,
point.
that's for your spells to make sure that your allies succeed.
Okay.
There,
Well, but it was something
Yes,
that I read.
yeah.
Okay. I wasn't totally crazy.
I'm not crazy.
It would have bugged you all night.
Yeah, whatever. Okay. We're good.
So that's a 27. Or actually, sorry, with athletics, that's a 33.
Yes, he is grappled.
Yeah, so he comes down, does his swipe attack, and then I basically run into it and do the whole lift the monster up type of thing, and then
Okay. So second attack.
The second attack will just be
Push him down, or
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, can I grab his horns and try to do the twist and see if I can
Yep.
make him both prone?
yeah. So he needs to make another.
Yeah, so it's the same thing. So that would be a 32.
32. Yes, that is enough. Yeah, so you can actually pull him down. Just pull him down right in front of you if you want.
Yeah,
And he is prone. Put him there. Put her there.
Put her there.
Oh, it has advantage on dex saves because of the haste. I should have done. Maybe I should have done. No, I wouldn't have been able to beat your nat 20 either way. That's fine. At the end of your turn, the lich and the dragon are both going to take a legendary action.
Great.
The lich fires off just a cantrip. Just going to try and hit you with that ray of frost again, which is not going to hit. And then the dragon is going to try and make a tail attack against you with disadvantage because it is prone. So that's only a 15 to hit. Yeah, so you've got it like pinned down, and the tail comes up and around, and you just.
As a reaction,
Ooh.
I am going to counter-strike him.
Oh, this is your.
This is based off my missing health.
Yes.
So this is when an attack misses you, which that did, I can use my reaction to counterattack. Then I make a basic weapon attack against the target. On a hit, they take an extra 1d6 damage for every 10 hit points I am missing.
Okay. Which you are.
And then I also gain temporary hit points equal to that extra damage. So, I will make an attack. That is a 25 to hit.
25 will hit, and you have advantage if you'd like to try and crit on this.
Sure. No.
That would have been incredible. So you're going to do an extra 12 d6 damage
so
on
let's
this
see.
attack. Because you're missing
10,
125 health.
11. Yeah, 12.
Yep.
So 12d6.
So roll the 12d6 because those are also going to be your temporary hit points.
Yeah. I also get my standard attack damage with my
Yes.
Thunder Gauntlet, right?
Yep.
So let me do that real quick. So that's a d8. That's 1 plus 8. That's 9. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, and 12. 10.
Did you reduce the damage on the lightning attack?
Mm-hmm.
Did you already let him know?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
14.
14?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, you could have done an extra d6
yeah.
damage. Oh, well.
So let's see. That was
I just realized I never heard that. My brain was just...
9. So that's 9 thunder damage. And then the counterattack is just basic bludgeoning.
Yes.
Which that is 10, 20, 30... Let's see, 38 plus 8, so 46 plus 6, or plus 3, 49 damage.
49, and you gain 49 temp hit points. Yeah, basically, so his tail comes up, and you bat it to the side, and then bring your foot down and just, like, crash it down on this dragon's neck and start, like, grinding it into the ground. Bones creaking, even more than they have been.
Mom's spaghetti.
Mom's spaghetti. Yep.
Arms are sweaty.
Okay. So that was the end of your turn. There were legendary actions. Make sure you
That was
give
the end of
yourself
mine, not
those-
the end of its turn, because it was a
It was,
legendary.
yeah, it was a legendary action, yeah. Fred, it is yours.
Perfect. Let us help the dragon.
I was like, yes, another notch in the dragon bane belt.
I keep forgetting about
Yes. Okay.
I like CS:GO myself.
Let us pray. First attack.
To the new blood god.
Yes.
Blood for the blood god.
Is oops. 26 to hit.
Roll with advantage as well because he is prone, just in case.
Well, it was higher, but not a crit.
Yes, it hits.
Okay, perfect. I did say I was using the rapier.
Yes.
So,
Well, I gotta roll a concentration check for the damage, the
What are you concentrating on?
kinetic jaunt.
Oh yeah, go ahead and roll.
so that is a 13. Second attack.
Is it with the lightning? That's not a fail, right? Would it be? Because I don't think I can get higher than
31, a DC 31
Is
is
a
what you're looking
I
at.
would literally have to
29.
roll a crit.
That was a 29 to
29?
hit. I assume that's
19.
Yes.
One away.
Sorry, what was the damage on the first attack?
I can't remember.
Okay. You wanna
It was 13.
13, okay. And then,
I
sorry,
do remember. And
Yes.
then this one is 11.
11 damage, okay.
Last one, rolling with advantage, is a 22.
22 will hit, yes.
Okay, and we will also use Psionic Strike
Okay.
because it deals extra damage. So let me roll. Did I tell you damage on this one? I
Not
don't think
yet.
I rolled it yet. Okay. So that's for 10 damage plus. Hold please. Lame.
I see
Plus
a 1.
5. Yeah. That was dumb.
Dang it.
So 15?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And. Oops.
12. So I can have total right now.
Okay.
Then let's use. let us use. What's it called? I swear, don't I have like action surge?
You do, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
There it is.
If it's not used already.
It's not.
Okay.
Might as well while we're here. But we're doing advantage. That was another blip 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 blip. Oh, stop. 29 to hit.
29 will hit.
I thought as much.
Get better. Get him.
For 15.
15.
Damage.
Okay.
And
Attack number 2.
oh yeah.
Still with advantage.
Okay, that was a 30 to hit.
30. Yeah, 30 will hit.
For 12.
12. Okay.
And last one. Come on, 20. No. But that was a 30 to hit again. For
Get him.
Okay. Get him.
for 15.
15. Okay. Yeah, so Fred just comes running in. You kind of flip over the dragon skull, and your rapier just like leaves 6 long gashes in the skull of this creature before you land.
One stab through the eye hole.
Yes.
It screams, but there's nothing there.
Yeah.
Ah!
Why does this hurt?
It's an ethereal. Why'd you make me feel pain?
Oh, on your turn, did you want to use your bonus action to toss the bag of holding to
Oh yes,
as well?
That was.
I just wanted to make sure that still was.
Can we say that I was readied?
Yes. Mhm.
Yeah.
'Cause
I didn't
remind me,
use a
the
bonus
daggers
action
aren't in
for
there, but
anything.
there was a dagger that you guys
Yes,
got.
you open up the bag and
But
you,
I'm not.
I go.
I'm not- I have
Victor,
to take 10 minutes to
Victor, catch, and then I tell you, inside, call out the Tarask tooth dagger.
which is going to be because I think this is perfect. This is a Vorpal dagger, essentially, is what we're going to call this.
Ooh, is that the behead on 19?
Yeah, when
Snow
you
Vorpal does?
if you crit on the attack roll, you cut off one of the creature's heads automatically. If the creature is immune to
beheadings,
it takes.
What about reheadings?
It can take slashing damage.
you add an extra head to them.
Technically, it says that this requires it. Why does this require attunement? There's nothing in here that would require attunement. Whatever. Anyway, so you do have that one dagger in your hand just for when you need it.
Okay. It's not bonded, but it's there. Okay.
Yes.
I just want to make sure.
Fred, was there anything else
Would
you
I have
wanted
an
to do
awesome-
on your turn?
I think that will be it for
Okay.
now. But Blinky does
Yes,
want to go.
Blinky.
Okay. Little blinker.
Hey, Blinken.
Hey, Blinken.
Okay, so that's a 2
Okay, fear
and a
in.
4.
Okay, yeah, and the telekinetic ray.
And he will go for this guy.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. Oh, no,
Nice.
they need to roll.
Yeah. DC 12.
He makes a save again. They're really good at making the fear saves.
Okay, and
I mean, they
this
are
guy.
skeletons.
Yeah.
so.
This is 20.
And then the telekinetic one can only be, again, a medium or smaller creature.
Oh,
so,
you're right.
So
Blah, blah, blah.
unless you
What a
want to move
waste.
an ally, then Blinky just kind of hits one of them ineffectually.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Is the Lich... I know his chair is big, but he himself...
He is considered a large creature.
Okay, he's not medium.
Yep. And he's kind of bound into that large chair. It's not that
Okay.
he's just like sitting. He's not just sitting.
The rib bones of the chair are
Yeah. At the end of your turn, the Lich is going to make another attack on Bolt, trying to free his companion. Or not companion, but
creation.
minion. This might do it, actually. 24 to hit.
Yeah, that's right on.
Okay.
Do you want me to use Vorpal Longsword as the base?
Yes.
And then just down the dice per roll?
Yes, so it's just going to be D4s instead of D6.
2014 rolls, right?
Yes, 2014.
Got it. Thank you.
That's the new stuff. You mean... Oh, sorry, 2014.
Yes.
Yeah, not 2024.
What it calls it, legacy.
Take 19 cold damage, and then your speed is reduced by 10 feet until your next turn.
don't know if I have a code, but...
And then the dragon is going to try and tail swipe you as well.
Okay, it is prone still.
Yep, so disadvantage means that it fails.
Has a... No, I'm just kidding. I'm American.
Again. Then
actually...
the Shambling Mound is going to make more attacks against Bolt. One of them might hit. Nope, that's a 23. Okay, and then we go up to the top of the round with the Lich himself. Let's see, what does he have?
Not the lich again. How's your health, Bolt?
I'm at 86 out of 211, but I have 30 temp hit points right now.
Okay.
Victor. Attack, destroy that thing next to you.
Yeah.
The pillar?
Yes, the glowing pillar.
I could do that. Piece of cake.
The Lich is going to raise his staff over his head, and a kind of red glow is going to pierce out throughout the room, and we are going to fire a Scorching Ray at the 6th level, which is going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 total bolts. So 2 on each of you, and another on Bolt himself, because
Would
he
I
hates
have...
bolts.
Do I have cover where I'm standing? Or like, half cover?
Yeah, you'll get a +2 on this for cover.
Okay.
Yep. So, Bolt, here comes your attacks. We've got a 22 as the max, so all of those will miss you.
Are they force damage too?
They are fire damage. Yep. The 2 on Fred, one's a nat 1, the other is a 20 to hit.
That will miss.
Okay. And then the 2 on Victor, we've got a 16 to hit and a 24 to hit.
First miss, second hit.
Okay. Your AC is 16, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
So that one would hit then. 16
Yeah,
would
16.
hit.
Oh, sorry, yes. Both hit, yes.
Okay.
How much?
That
I
is
will
6 fire and 7 fire damage, respectively.
Do I
So-
have the first one?
You can have whichever one you want. I'll let you
I'll
just.
say-
Yeah. I think they're the same either way because it's the
Yeah.
0.5s. Okay.
Damage.
He doesn't look too happy that his that
I
he
just-
didn't
I just
bring
bring- I just-
bring the dragon's head.
Drag it up and...
I am no longer. That hurt. That burned. That's a problem.
I will use
Yes,
my
fire
reaction.
is... Fire
But I
burns
was
it.
immune to fire. I am not no anymore.
Oh.
I am using my reaction to
Well,
reduce the damage.
Don't get hit
for
by
you.
fire.
On the
This
on
is
the one
not
that he
good.
didn't have the damage on, probably because
Yeah.
there was 2 separate instances.
Oh yeah, you have gone, so you got a reaction back. Good, good.
It's only 7. That
That clears one of them,
Perfect.
basically.
Good.
Okay, then we've got the other mound. Hey, a 26 to hit Bolt this time. It finally does. Take 9 bludgeoning damage. Victor,
Don't hurt me.
it's your turn.
So I'm going to draw the dagger out. And he's going to... like, having a moment with it. You are a talkative one. I will have to find a name for you. And then I'm going to stab it into the...
I imagine it's essentially like the size of a short sword because it's a Tarrasque fang,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Huge.
Go ahead and make an attack roll for me.
Okay. That is to, I have heroic inspiration sitting here. Can I use it?
Can bind with anything.
I had heroic inspiration with what's his face?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna use my heroic inspiration.
Anything that they could conceivably convince themselves is a blade.
15.
Even then, like, there's a hammer guy. I know. I know for sure that there's a hammer guy.
It's just a really blunt sword, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to sharpen it one day.
Sorry, what was the
I
total?
rolled
there?
a 15 and
Hey, claw hammers have
plus
those
the hit. I'm
spiky
assuming is an 11 or
It's your plus to hit plus 3 for the.
so it'll be more than probably my moon fang, which was plus 12, so that'd be plus 13, so that'd be 28.
28. 28 will hit.
28. Okay.
Go ahead and roll. Actually, no. We'll just go ahead and say you slam it in, and you see that the pyramid just kind of shatters. Whatever magic kind of flows away, and the Lich lets out kind of like a shudder as part of his protections fail. So you can remove that pyramid.
There goes my cover. I'm going to use my running speed.
Okay.
Or actually,
I go, get the other ones.
as I'm running this direction, I'm going to use my bonus action to throw 2 more of these. But before I start moving, and they're going to try and hit right here because they explode.
Okay.
And I want to try and hit both of them with that.
You do that as a bonus action?
Yeah.
That's
Well,
awesome.
because you cast it as an action, and then it's a bonus action to throw them.
Very
later,
cool.
But I can only throw 2 at a time.
No, why more people don't use that?
Because
It's either that
just
or-
want to do the most damage possible. And
It's either that or use what's it called, the animated objects. This was it.
Yeah.
Seemed fun at the time. So they explode, and
What was that?
here we go. There.
And
karate moves
All over the
on
place!
the tablet.
I'm going to give. I'm going to use an epic dice to add some damage. So that's 3 damage on top of the 2d6.
Hasn't played Victor in a
What's
long
the
time.
saving throw that they need again?
The saving throw is going to be a dex save. Of my dex save, which I had written on my other thing, but it is not written here. Features, backgrounds, inventory spells.
8 plus...
My save DC is 15, but there's something different about, like, we added our wisdom or something to it.
Okay. Yeah, so
But-
that is a save. Or that is a failure on both parts. So they'll both take 4d6 fire damage. The full brunt.
Okay.
So roll the 4d6 fire damage.
So I rolled the
there.
5 the first one. The last one I rolled was a 1, so that's 6. And then I rolled a 4. Was it a 4? Keep me honest. I think it was a 4 at the very beginning. If it wasn't, I'm sorry. I'll re-roll that first one just in case that's a 2. That's lower. That's fine. So it's 5, 6, 7, 8.
8. And then
That's with 1 epic die added.
so that was one of them.
Okay.
And then the other one.
6, so there's 3, 6, so that's 9. And but I already used 1 on this turn, so I can't use another epic die, right?
It's once per roll, basically, once per event.
So that's 1 more.
So 9?
Yeah.
9 more. Okay. It's so it's the spell is called Melf's Minute Meteors,
Yeah.
but because of English, you can also think of it like Melf's Minute Meteors, which is like like a microwave brownie is what I'm imagining. Meteors in a minute.
I see. They're either Hot Pockets or pizza rolls.
Yeah.
They're lava inside.
yes.
So you can handle them, and then you throw them, and they...
Exactly.
I use my movement, and I'll stop here.
Okay. At the end of your turn, the Lich is going to use a legendary action. A regenerate.
Hey, Bone Boy! Na boo boo.
Oh, Victor, we've missed you so much.
He's going to fire off a.
I stole some of
spread,
your
and it misses.
bones.
And then the dragon is going to take its last legendary action to try and tail attack the guy holding him again.
I hope this
24,
sacrum wasn't
wait,
your
no.
mom's.
24 to hit. That's with the disadvantage. So
For what?
for tail attack against you,
24 hits.
12 bludgeoning. And then it is the Dracolich's turn. It is going to just recover its breath weapon.
Every time it hits, you see my new body do like the pulses of light that shoot towards my chest, and depending on how hard the hit is how bright the light is.
Oh, nice. Well, let's find out how bright it is after he does 6 attacks against you.
The dragon.
Yes. All with disadvantage. 18 misses. That's a miss.
Swing and miss.
26.
Yeah, that's
Okay, so one of the claws will swipe for 15 damage. Then we've got a 25
that hits.
for the second bite. So you're going to take 17 piercing and 2 lightning damage. That is a 19. That's a miss. And then we've got a 23. That's another miss. Okay. Yeah, basically this thing is just thrashing and trying to... it looks like it's trying to get out of your grip by killing
you. It's like
you.
trying to give a cat a bath. They got it.
Yeah.
No, you're
I'm
stinky.
trying
Get in
to
there.
help you. Okay. And that is the end of the Lich's turn. Bolt, it is yours.
If we could kill this soon, that would be preferable. And as I say that, I'm like...
You just start being,
Yeah.
yeah, you've already got your foot on its neck, and you just start like You start like tugging on the head to try and like rend it off.
Yeah. First attack. It's a nat 1. Misses.
Okay.
Second attack.
Yeah, roll with advantage because he's prone.
Oh, okay. So in that case, I'll just go with the second roll, which is a 24.
24 will hit.
And I'm going to go ahead and add the d6 for Giant's Might.
Okay.
That is...
You probably get better rolls if you stopped using those flesh dice, by the way.
They're so gross.
I have to go in order.
What was the damage on it?
That was a 14.
14 damage. Okay.
That one is a crit.
Yes!
Okay.
So does it roll twice?
Yes, roll your damage twice.
Alright. 2 ones. My god. So that's a whopping 10.
We take our cheers back, sir.
Yeah. Okay, and then as a bonus action, I will do defensive field. So I gain 13 temporary hit points, but I'm also going to invoke my
Unyielding resolve.
unyielding resolve, and I give that to
Everybody?
Yeah, let me see here.
So within-
Unwavering Hope. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
How far away was Victor before?
I was sitting about right here. Because you had the triangle thing right here.
Yeah.
It says whenever I gain any temporary, and I could have used it on my.
You could have used that with 60. That good for next time. Yeah.
Yeah. But Fred and I will get 13 temporary hit points.
Okay.
I don't want to jinx myself, but I haven't taken any damage this entire fight.
Hey, I'm going to use some legendary actions. The skull, the lich is going to try and hit you with another firebolt, which is a 25 to hit,
Okay, that will hit.
which is 3d10 damage. Hey, go ahead and take 18 fire damage for me, please.
Okay.
And then the dragon's going to make a tail attack against you.
I just gave you those hit points.
I needed them.
Discard the crit because of the disadvantage. So it is a 17 to hit you
That'll miss.
on the tail. Okay.
He was trying to hit her on the tail.
He was trying to,
spanking her.
with his tail. Yeah, basically.
Good luck, Peaches.
Fred, it is your turn.
Okie dokie.
The thrilling sequel to your previous book, Spanked by a Dragon, is the next one to come out.
Spanked by a dragon. I love it.
How to spank your dragon.
How to spank your dragon. Oh, that is a crit.
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh.
that is the question. I'm guessing you're
Just rolling a d20 for fun.
Yeah.
Rip its head off!
We are. Okay, so
Use its skull as a helmet.
I rolled
Then your
double
eyes can go on its
damage.
eye sockets.
Yep. Yes, you'll roll double damage. So if you want to pour your psionic damage into this, you'll roll that
I
double
do an
damage
8,
as well.
which is
D10?
yeah, I think it is a D10. We'll just trust your judgment on that. It is a D10.
I have no clue. So I hope I'm right.
I rolled so poorly. Okay, that's fine.
Did you roll 2 1s? Because if so, you didn't roll as poorly as some
Okay,
other
I didn't.
people.
The dice.
The dice.
They hates me.
The bones. The bones.
You haven't even Hexblade cursed him yet, have you?
Oh, yeah.
It was 23, but also because I had it on the rapier, when you roll a 20 on an attack roll with this weapon, the blade thorns eviscerate the inside of the target, dealing an extra 3d4 piercing damage.
Okay. Which is not doubled. That's just on
No.
top of everything.
So what did I tell you?
23 so far.
Plus 4,
27.
plus 2,
29.
plus 3.
32 damage. Okay. Yeah, you send these like thorns rippling down the
Wait. Oh, it's not. It's bigger than large, right? What
Yes.
size is it? Okay.
It's gargantuan.
4x4.
It's huge.
Huge. It's huge.
Okay.
So 3x3.
No, it's 4x. This one's 4x4.
Well,
The model. Oh, is it?
the stat block itself is
Because, just so you know, this is a cool thing. If it is large or smaller creature, it also has to make a DC 17 Constitution saving throw, and on a failure, its hit point maximum is reduced by the amount of damage dealt by the attack.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So you definitely send these thorns down through its spine. It is looking worse for wear. It's struggling to kind of maintain any sort of struggle against bolt at all.
Smacked it so hard.
So
its ancestors
attack number
felt it.
2.
That's why you don't spank a lady without her permission. Okay, so I'm doing that with advantage, right?
Yes.
So that is 25.
25 will hit.
I'm rolling so poorly. So
Are you
that's
rolling
9.
a D8 or a D10?
This is a D8.
I thought you said it was D10 for your.
That's the psionic die.
Yeah.
So 9.
Yes.
That's with your bonus as well. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then third attack.
Come on, baby. That's 23.
23 will hit. Roll damage.
16.
That is enough to kill it.
Yes!
Yeah, so you basically just you deal that critical blow to it. You see that it has basically on its last leg, so you move around to the other side and you just sever the head from the spinal column, and the bones just collapse into a heap.
I would say that was a group effort, don't you agree, Bolt? We are
Yes, absolutely.
Dragon's Bane.
Still smoking with lightning.
Yeah, they got black char marks from
Go
it.
team. Okay, what else would you like to do?
Wayward
friend?
watch on 3.
Yeah.
1,
Let's see.
2.
No, there's still a lich to fight.
You guys got it. You're good.
Let's do... How far away am I from that lich? You tell me.
55 feet.
5.
50 will get you right next to him.
How far away am I from that other box over there?
This one?
Yeah, so 55. Go from 55.
6. 60. 65.
Okay, when you get
85.
to 80, stop. Because I'm going to, as a bonus action, use my psi-powered leap. You gain a flying speed equal to twice your walking speed.
Okay.
I just like to think
Which
that
is
she
80
jumps.
feet.
She jumps so hard and hits the ceiling. All right, I'll try again.
Yeah, perfect. So you can
You can get adjacent to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
perfecto.
Sheesh.
And then
Just get
Blinky,
those stop
though,
and
he
bump
was going to take his turn.
Look at that hang time. She's like Mike.
A 3, finally something different.
which is the blast, I believe.
Frost Ray,
Yeah.
and a 1.
So dazing and frost. So which
Let's-
one gets the dazing?
I'll do him for dazing, him for frost.
Okay, horse for dazing. Horse makes it save against the dazing. And then the frost ray is a failure. Roll 3d6 cold damage for me, please.
That is only 8.
8, okay.
But come on, Blinky.
He did, I mean, he did it. He did something.
Do you know what? Can I throw one of these in there for damage?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, for another one.
For another 1 damage.
Oh, come on.
That wasn't quite the pep talk that Fred was hoping for. Come on, Blinky isn't really...
No, sorry.
But-
She's not a bard.
Yeah. Okay, then we move on to the shambling around horsey, who is still trying to attack Bolt.
Sorry, just left you there by yourself.
We got an 18, which is a failure.
Good luck with the
I'm
castle.
a reaction and counter strike it.
Can you counterstrike more than...
It doesn't have a.
it has a specific limit to it, but I need to remember what it is, because you have a number of charges, basically.
Okay. It doesn't say it in any of the descriptions. So.
Yeah, I'm looking.
It's the boon of the warrior. Counter strike.
Yeah.
Is it once per short rest or long rest?
No, it's got, like I said, it has a certain number of charges on it, and then it is done. Boon of... You said boon?
Yeah, it says the boon of the warrior.
Oh, the boon. Way to go, Cory.
The boon.
I promise that I will not have the flesh dice for my next character.
Once this boon has been
Thank
used
you.
7 times, it will either fade to a normal tattoo or disappears at your request. Though whenever inside Hollowbend, the mark will reappear even if no longer usable. If you spend 1 week in Hollowbend assisting in manual labor and menial task for its denizens, the tattoo regains all of its charges and reappears. So you've used it, as far as I remember, this would be your 3rd time using it.
Yeah.
In total.
In fact, I think I've got it written down somewhere.
It's not anywhere on this thing you gave me. It's literally at the end of the paragraph. You just stopped reading after the damage part.
No, on mine it does not say that. Either this is something custom or I need to re-add it or something because it doesn't say anything about it.
Are you looking at just like the short description of the feat, or? Oh, you're looking at Counter-Strike specifically. I didn't add that Counter-Strike. I think you added that as a custom.
Because I don't think it was available at the time.
Yeah, if you go under your feats, that's where it's listed.
I've written down the Astronomer's Boon, the Knight, 1
There you
of
go.
5. But that's different.
That's fine. Yep. So you use it. This will be your 3rd time. So go ahead and roll your damage on it.
Okay. So that is a 33 to hit.
33 will, yeah, that'll hit.
So that is, first of all, it is, come on, brain, 14 thunder damage.
14 thunder. And then another 12. Are you lower this time, though? Aren't you lower?
Oh, I am lower, yeah.
Yeah, let me see. 211 minus 61 is 150. So 15 d6 this time.
Can I?
Holy
can I borrow
smokers.
two d? Oh,
Just give them back
how
to
many
me.
do I have? I have 4. Okay. I tried to
Yeah,
make sure I wasn't-
I'm surprised that this boon has lasted as long as it has
It's amazing.
It's just because I keep forgetting.
in this campaign. Yeah, and that's the reason. But
That's literally the reason.
Mine's on the bottom of my foot.
I was not expecting to have it available for what is essentially going to be like the final stretch of the campaign. I thought it would have been gone by now.
Some of us like to save our things
Yeah.
where we forget
Yeah.
about them.
Yeah,
Like
they,
Blinky.
hey, the tutorial said, be sure to use your health potions at the appropriate time, and I took that as never use them ever, because I will never get any more.
They are rare beyond all rarity.
Yeah.
Just like every potion that Lyrian had in his possession.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
there it is, gone.
potions of lightning resistance, necrotic
All right,
resistance.
so,
like
10,
every
20, 30,
every-
40.
I literally like added every single resistant potion because I was like,
Yeah, sure, why not?
So it's 66 damage.
66 damage. And you gain 66 temporary hit points. Okay. Yeah, you just kind of like the mound like swipes at you and you bring your fist back and slam it into it and send most of the bones kind of like scattering
Is it
away.
still alive?
It's still alive.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
All right.
These are big bags of hit
I
points.
guess. I mean, so am I, but...
Yeah.
You needed those temps, didn't ya?
Absolutely. I wish I... Yeah, I should have saved... I can't use my other reaction, on a reaction. To
Yeah,
do that
no.
stuff, but...
Let's see. Brain.
I'm going to do everything I possibly can to be able to recharge that, because...
Yeah, seriously.
Bolt, you're the only one within range, or within line of sight of the lich.
Of course.
So it's going to make... it's going to use its final reaction, or not reaction, legendary action of the turn.
Okay.
To make a...
Bolt, I know it's been a while, but remember, I'm the tank. Don't let them hit you.
Oh, I didn't miss that.
It is going to make an attack against you with chill touch. But only is a 17, so you manage to dodge the spectral necrotic hand that comes out.
What does I have that like frost effect? Is that something I save out of, or is it over one turn that reduce my speed
That
to
one's
10?
gone. Yeah, that was yep. So that's done. Then up at the top of the round, it is the Lich's
I still
turn.
have my bonus feat to be able to be like 0 damage.
Good.
He is going to move 30 feet up the bone pile. So he climbs up to the top, and he looks down at Fred and just points his staff down at you, and he's going to cast Cone of Cold on you. So go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
You like spoons.
Okay. He's the lich salad fingers.
I like rusty spoons.
Ew. Blah, 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 blah.
Don't touch my rusty little obelisk thing.
I'm going to use Indomitable to re-roll that, because I rolled a 2.
Oof.
Not much better at all.
Survive. You must survive.
It's fine. What was it? Con save?
Yes, it is
That's
a Constitution save.
That was an 8.
8, so that's a failure. Take 26 cold damage, please.
Very well.
You're immortal. Don't worry.
I'm not worried. Not even remotely.
And this blasted cold comes down, and he goes, "Get away from that." It's like, definitely not now, buddy.
Seriously.
The other...
You're showing your hand!
The other shambling mound is going to attack Bolt, but nothing comes of it. Victor, it's your turn.
I'm gonna look
I
over
use
at
another
Bolt.
reaction.
Does Bolt look like Bolt's in a profuse amount of pain, or should I?
No,
Okay.
no, not really.
So I'm gonna use
So-
my bonus.
The temporary hit points show up as like a kind of a glowing field of energy.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna throw these. I can't choose multiple targets, but I could do a bonus action to choose 1 or 2. I'm
Okay.
gonna throw both of them at the obelisk to get it to explode.
Yeah, I'm going to say yes. It just automatically fails its deck save because it's an obelisk.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not currently
And
moving.
damage.
You watch as the obelisk like crumbles to pieces, and you see the Lich's chair kind of like shifts a little bit, almost like it is having trouble maintaining cohesion and grip now.
Oh, the lich is not the person in the chair. The lich was the chair itself.
The Lich is the chair, yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my movement to move up, and then I am going to. Is he within 120 feet?
His name is Adirondack.
Yes.
For sure.
Or I'm sorry. Is he within 30 feet? Probably not.
That's the lich's
It's actually such a cool sounding name.
Sorry, what
for
was
a
that,
second.
Preston?
30 feet. No, I can't do that.
That is a really good
I thought it was
name.
120 feet. It's not. It's 30
It's a
feet.
style of chair.
Yeah.
I'll use this other one then. I was gonna use that one, but this one's gonna be better. I think I'm gonna try and do 100 Thundering Steel. I'm gonna use 2 performance points to rattle enemies around me. I'm gonna choose a bonded weapon. Would the bones that I have be considered bonded at this
Yes.
point? Okay. So
Yep, basically I'm
I'm
letting
gonna throw
those
one
be
of the
your bonded
basic
weapons.
ones because I can't use the trash dagger. I'll throw it even at disadvantage, just as close as I can get to him,
Okay.
It's not
and then I'm gonna
chair.
use that thundering steel. So they need to make a spell save, Constitution against my spell save DC, which is going to be, I think it's 15 plus my Wisdom. Features, spells. Save DC is 15, and my Wisdom is for 19. And then
What was it? Con, you said?
Yes, Constitution
Okay.
saving throw.
They make their save.
Okay. On a failure to whatever, they're knocked prone, or it's half as much, so they're going to take 2d6 thunder damage, half of that. So do you want me to roll 2d6 and half it, or do you want me to
Yes.
just roll a d6?
Roll 2d6 and half of that. That's fine.
Got it. 6 and 2.
I would never deny you guys rolling more dice. That would be cruel.
8, 4.
So four damage? Okay.
Yeah, 4 thunder damage, and I'm now next to him up there.
Hey, what's up, man? Sorry, I had to eat and run.
You're like, I make this look good.
Yeah, he like
This
stares
is
down and he
what
goes,
it's supposed to look like.
and he just, at the end of your turn, he goes, serve me.
I'll do my
Oh,
best.
crap.
Ooh. Are you going to, like, sorry, are you trying to deceive him, or are you just,
Oh,
or was that just a, nah?
Well, is it? Am I being compelled in any way?
It's kind of, like, you could kind of feel like a compulsion on you.
I want to try and deceive him into thinking, yes, master, and I'm going to pull out the Trask tooth.
Give me a deception roll. I think you have,
Yes, master.
Pretty good. So, deception is a whopping plus 14, and I rolled a 14, so that's 28.
and he sparks and he goes, kill that one down there.
Yes, master.
Okay, perfect. We'll see where that goes soon here. Bolt, it is your turn.
I won't put her up, but yeah, I'm up next one.
Yeah, I will.
Don't forget that you can't roll below a 10, by the way.
Turn around.
With the
Turn around. I'm going to punch the horse in the head.
How dare you?
That is a 29 to hit.
That'll hit.
And that is 19 damage.
That's enough.
All right.
He's finally dead.
Yep, you basically just come around and punch that the shambling mound and one of the horse heads that happens to be there, and the rest of it just shatters to pieces.
Yep. And then second attack on the other mound.
Okay. Basically, just like continuing that like sweeping fist.
Yeah, it just like goes through the horse's head.
Yeah.
And then into the other one. That is a 27.
That'll hit.
That I think I can do. Is it?
These skeletons sound an awful lot like orcs.
They really
Maybe
do.
they're orc skeletons.
Yeah.
I'm gonna invoke my fire rune
Okay.
on this attack. So it's gonna be a 11 thunder damage, and then the fire rune is they must succeed a strength saving throw of DC 19 or be restrained for 1 minute.
Is the rune on your finger, so you're like Roy Mustang? Like flint and steel?
Yeah.
And they take 2d6 fire damage. So automatically 8 fire damage.
Okay. That's enough actually to kill it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yep. So you come on through and you add that little extra, like you rocket punch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say you've won. Yeah, the
Whoa.
little flame. Yeah. And yeah, you take down that one
Thanks,
as well.
Quinn. All right, and then I'll use my movement. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30? Yeah, 30. Yep. Did I do bonus action this turn?
I don't believe you have.
Let's see if I made sure I put that in there.
I'm going to kinetic jaunt again.
This is not up to date.
Okay.
Since I lost my concentration on it before. And that'll just add 10 more feet. I'll get closer and closer to the...
At the end of your turn, I'm going to say that the Lich is going to use his legendary actions to grant Victor an action, thinking that he is.
So are you up next to him? Or
Yeah.
is he here?
Yeah.
He's staring down menacingly, quote unquote, at Fred with the Tarrasque tooth dagger in hand. So, what would you actually like to do?
I will
Flip
go.
around and stab
I'm going
behind
to pull the Trask tooth dagger out, and if I have an action, right?
Yes.
That means I can cast a spell.
If you would like to.
I'm going to use 5 performance points and cast Steel Wind Strike, which means that I'm going to choose 5 creatures I can see within range. It says creatures. I'm assuming I can't hit the pylon.
No.
So if I can't hit the pylon, has he shown any? I guess he wasn't alive at that point. I'm going to try and hit him with Steel Wind Strike. So
Okay.
I'm going to use 5 performance points, which goes from 12. Add 3 before, so I have 8 used, and I'm going to use all 5 on.
Can you target the
So
same
you choose
person?
5
still?
creatures you can see within range. Make a melee spell attack against each target. So it's just 1. So I'll just hit him. I'll attempt to hit him once with the dagger. So that's.
Do you want to just make a regular attack roll in that case?
Yeah.
Just because you can add in your. So I'm giving you advantage on the attack.
Okay.
And you'll be able to add in your sneak attack.
That's out of there. 11, 19.
19 will hit.
And then on this Chatterborn, why is it showing a +5? That doesn't make sense.
So you'll be rolling.
If I'm using the to hit DC, right? Then regular. Wait, no. This is just an attack roll, right?
Yes,
so
it's just going to be an attack roll for you.
Okay. So
Just
this
because
is
Still Wind
spells.
Strike seems like it would be
That's fine. So
not as useful.
So it hits, and then I'm going to go to my damage, which is going to be 6d10 force damage.
Okay. No, that it's not your Steel Wind. So
Oh, doing just a...
yeah, let's just do a regular attack just because Steel Wind... I feel like that's a waste of... I mean, if you want to, you can. I just feel like with only one target, it would feel a bit...
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Because you could just hit,
Yeah.
deal the 1d4 plus 7 or plus 3 from the magic dagger, and then sneak attack as well on top of that.
Yeah, so let's try that. 1d4 plus 3, 1d4. So that's a 4, 5, 6, 7.
And then plus your attack or your damage bonus.
Plus
Sorry, not to take away your thunder or anything.
4, 6, 7, so that's 8, so it's going to be 15 plus my
Sneak.
Scroll. Sneak attack, where you at? Actions, down here. Sneak attack, 96. Master, here's another 24 damage to your abdomen!
That's enough. Yeah, so you basically like, yes, and then you just, I'm just going to say you cut off his head. Completely.
Epic.
He's like,
And then, yeah,
just
the,
like
the
slowly
chair just crumbles. Yep.
tumbles down the thing.
I like this sword, this dagger.
Okay. A kind of an interesting quiet goes over the battlefield after everything else. You want to get that skull guy off of there before he falls. Victor too, yes. Fred, the pyramid in front of you crumbles as well. So.
Are there any more Horcruxes around here?
Any more what?
Horcruxes.
I don't know what that is.
Cruxes that whores use.
Yeah.
That's what I think they're
Like-
called.
Like to what?
Yes, I mean, that's what the lich must have been, a whore in his best life.
No, I can't say that. I can't say that.
Fred is going to, even though you're just a skeletal,
Yeah. And I'm going to
Give Victor a
both up
giant
and
hug.
big hug.
Well, I'm glad you're okay. What has happened?
We're glad that you're okay. We were so worried.
Can you tell me why I'm a pile of bones?
No, not really.
You...
Not because we don't want to. We don't know why you're
Oh.
that.
Yes. As you know, you were killed by Lyra, the
Wait.
not Lyra.
Fake Lyra.
Would he
That-
have a recollection?
that is the last thing you remember.
He'd have okay.
Yep. I think. Did she reveal herself to you?
I don't know if she revealed herself until after.
She said something like, I'm sorry, or something like that, and then stabbed you, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think she,
What do you
like...
mean, where is she?
She's back at Hasmon Day with your real body.
And you let her just leave with my body?
Well, yes. You see, you were attacked by a voodoo doppelganger.
You probably have it in here.
Would he know what a doppelganger? I mean, a
Yeah,
doppelganger.
you guys have fought a doppelganger.
We fought him
before.
before. Okay.
Yeah, I will pull the doll out of Victor and be like,
You literally fought them right before.
you.
You fought Eve and Ezra.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, those guys give me the creeps.
Disgusting.
Wait, so they got my dagger?
Lyra has all of your daggers,
except for the one.
Except for
except for the one.
They took Shadow Song. And that was delivered... I'm assuming it was delivered to Sir.
Probably.
The Herald of Chaos has it.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Herald of Chaos.
They're trying to summon a giant world-ending serpent. And it's kind of our job to...
Oh, that's right.
These are the
We
peop-
have all the other knives.
These are
We
those-
had all the other ones.
No,
Lyra has
Lyra has
Oh,
it.
she
'Cause
does
they're,
have
they're with the body.
These
Okay.
are the creepy people that Aramis was fighting, yes?
Yes. Or they're working for... Like the Herald of the Flame. What they're called?
Yeah, basically, like the Blood Flame Serpents
Yeah, Blood
is
Flame
is the
Serpents,
cult
that's
that has been
Alright.
trying to.
I hope that you kept a very detailed account of every person who touched that dagger between there and... this is going to be very bloody.
That's something you have to work out with Lyra.
Uh,
And the person who has the bolt now, or has the dagger now.
Well, you kind of feel like a weird tingle in your head.
Uh-oh. Do you have to go to the
we'll see.
bathroom?
I haven't eaten anything, so that has nothing to do with that.
If you choose, you can kind of like focus on it.
yeah.
You focus on it a little bit, and
I'll be like,
And like you kind of just like you kind of feel yourself like sinking into your own head, and an image of Quinn appears, and he goes, "Hi, Bolt. Sorry to put mental memories in your head. I've come up with a few different contingencies. If you're listening to this one, it means that either somebody's betrayed you or your friend is back. Or at least their spirit's released. Or maybe both. That would be bad. Anyway, I've put this in here to let you know that there is a ritual version of the Helm of Teleportation that I've kind of overcharged. So you can get yourself to a different realm once, or bring something else from another realm to you once, if you'd like. Consider this my last Deus Ex Machina for my favorite Warforged. Quinn. Also, P.S., there may be more mental triggers in here. Don't worry about them. Trust me, I didn't do anything weird.
Yeah, I'm like...
Yeah.
Is he okay?
I don't know.
It's they, by the way.
Oh, they.
Victor's back!
Wait, hold on. But you look like Bolt again, right?
Kind of. I have newer armor, but I'm not the like clay skinned.
You're not squishy anymore.
No.
As he giving you a hug, he's going like this and feeling your butt.
Yes, it's my original butt.
Does he have a bolt?
I mean,
Stop it! Stop it!
Victor's back!
Get that dagger away from there.
Just like every time, like Fred just like hugs him again, like, oh, I've missed every single thing.
I'm gonna R2D2 play the message.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Kenobi, you're my only hope.
Apparently, we met Quinn, my maker.
Oh.
I know I told you a little bit about what I remembered. He was able to build me this new body and transfer my essence into it. He also spent some time looking at the Helm of Teleportation, and he says that I can kind of feel it. I can bring you back here, your other body, if you want.
Perhaps we should, if we do that, message Lyra first, so she's not surprised and thinks someone's stolen his body. Blah blah blah.
Could be true.
I messaged her. I don't have my really fun chalice anymore.
You have your bag of holding with all your
I do.
items. Yeah.
Does it have the chalice in it?
Yep.
I thought somebody had the chalice.
Do you want your body back?
Lyra may have stolen it, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, that does seem like something she would do. She's like,
Hold on, let me
not even when he gets back. I'm not gonna let him have this.
Well, I kind of, it feels a little weird walking around with other people's phalanges as my shoulder blades and stuff.
I'll reach out and there's like a kind of a beam of light that goes straight out and stops at a point and then slowly grows bigger.
Okay.
And the box with Victor slides through, and it's not graceful, onto the ground, and then it closes up.
You hear a what? As the portal closes. What the?
And
Now what? I'm not a cleric. I don't know. I guess I'm kind of I'm new to this whole being a ghost possessing things.
Is there a way to summon Miss Yaga?
I'm gonna break the glass.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Can you feel yourself? I guess. And you see all your
it could be
daggers.
kind of weird.
Is your daggers
All right.
in there?
Oh yeah, the daggers are all in there. Yeah.
They're all around your head,
Oh, that's cool.
It'll be like a surreal moment, and he'll just kind of.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, that's you're touching, but there's nothing going on. You still have to cast Raise Dead.
This doesn't.
Do you have Raise Dead?
I have.
Let me try something else. I would concentrate really hard and see if I can unpossess the bones.
I have
that
Revivify, but that's the 1 minute within the last minute. Oh, well, they put the freeze thing on, remember?
They put Gentle Repose. Yeah, does that... Hang on, I need to look up Gentle Repose.
This is so weird. I mean, I've picked
don't
my
think
nose a
that's-
million times, but I've never picked my nose.
You're like... with a skeleton finger.
Man. They were right. I need to brush my teeth. Ugh.
The spell also effectively extends the time limit on raising the target from the dead, since days spent under the influence of this spell don't count against the time limit of the spell or spells such as Raise Dead. I don't think it was. Well, you know what? Screw it. Because this is. Otherwise, we have to find a priest to do a raised
We just
dead
killed
here.
the only thing in this area that
Let's
can...
bring it back to life.
Yep. I think.
We do have. I don't know. Do have a nun in the
That's
other
true.
room.
There's some other.
So
people.
he's still gentle opposed.
Yes, but it was more than a minute by the time you got to him. Would be technically
That's true.
true there.
It's probably about like 5 minutes of him being...
Yeah, let's see if we can...
Cold water.
We'll go back out of this room to the main room with all the dolls.
Okay.
And
Also, you probably need to get Victor's spirit out of the current body that it's in order to be able to have it go back to its normal body.
Yeah, we'll go back to the main room.
Okay. You do hear like kind of wet sounds coming down the right tunnel where the other group went, and they come stumbling out, and they're like half covered in just like blood, and I'm talking like full on, like they look like they've been dipped in it, and they just look exhausted, and they look up and they go, "What happened here?"
Oh, we rescued our friend. This is Victor. This is his body. It's like on my shoulder.
Oh,
And
Is this how you felt that whole time? Let me carry my body for a minute. I want to see.
where's
I
your
don't
other
like it.
friend?
You
the
carry it, please.
Lock?
that's we're not sure. He, I don't know, became a god or something and teleported away.
Who was that guy? Anyway?
I'm sure
I can
he
tell you
would.
later.
Sure.
What we need to do is get his soul from that constructed body into his original body.
Right.
Do you know of anyone that can do that? Can one of you?
They all look at each other, and Ron goes, maybe Atticos could,
And
but that would
who or where is that?
That's a secret. Whatever.
I mean, I'm great.
I can take you there.
I'm great at keeping secrets.
If we're done here, we can go there.
What happened to
Cross
you?
my bones. And hope to die.
A giant blood ooze. Somebody calling himself the Herald of Blood was shouting at us a lot. It was
Does that
it was a
ring a bell?
mess.
We know the Herald of Blood,
Yeah.
right?
Yep. You know that the heralds of blood,
Bone.
bone, and flesh were working with the Herald of Chaos. They're like the last remnants of
And
it.
you destroyed it.
We think so. And what the one with the two tower shields? I can't remember his name off the top of my head. He goes, "I really hope we did because that was just really gross."
Hold on, let me make sure. I'm going to scoop some of the blood off of them and like wipe it on me and see if it does anything.
Nope. This skeleton's kind of funnier than your last friend. I'll say that much.
Yes.
Hey,
This is
I put-
Victor. We love Victor.
I put this whole body together myself, and there's at least 4 funny bones.
So great.
Victor's back. I'm so happy.
I love it.
Me too. I actually trust Victor, even though he handed me a cursed mace one time. That was only one time.
All right. So what's the plan?
Well, we're here. Okay. We originally came here for Victor,
Yes.
his soul, but we also have a side quest, if you want to call it.
The main quest.
No, Victor's was the main quest. That's the side quest. We are trying to stop the what is the serpent called?
Asante.
We're trying to stop Asante from being resurrected. And part of it was, and I'm going to explain the whole Herald of Bone, Herald of Blood, you know.
Okay. Yeah, they listen basically to the whole like
So-
explanation, and they all look down the left tunnel and they go,
We
Herald of Flesh, huh?
Yeah. I think we need to go take care of that.
I need some flesh.
You're just going to like peel some off the wall and be like, slap, like silly putty.
Don't worry, don't worry. Now that we have a tank here, everyone's going to be safe. Don't worry.
Are you talking about me?
No, me.
Oh,
Look at me.
that's right. Victor is the tank.
You didn't hear me say, I didn't miss that.
Down that tunnel then, right?
Well, I need to take a quick break.
Okay. And like she just like slumps against the wall and just like slides down.
Can you Can you press the digitation?
Uh-uh.
No.
That was Locke.
That was locked.
Yeah.
Who would have loved to have all of this blood, too.
Yeah, he really would have. What a
Does this
shame.
mean I'm the new Herald of Bone? Ooh, I should have gone back and grabbed his staff. It was pretty cool.
Sorry. I was just thinking of Fred being like, oh, speaking of bone, I need to tell you about the centaur.
Oh, so it's not just the storybooks we were reading. It's true.
It is true. You know all those dirty, spicy novels I share with you?
And as Fred basically starts telling not only Victor, but everybody else in the room her experiences with a centaur, we're going to go ahead and pull back the camera and say goodnight for the time being.
I'm just going to slump against the wall and be
You
like,
did what? Oh my goodness. Lyra,
Yes.
wait till
And
she
all of
hears.
the other, all of the paladins, again, are fresh adults. So they are, and have been growing up in basically a convent.
you can't tell if they're turning red because they're already covered in blood.
Yes. I've never been more happy to be covered in blood right now.
Fred wouldn't care anyway.
But thank you everybody for joining us. Welcome back, Victor. Happy to have you.
Put a skull and crossbones in the comments if you're happy that Victor is back.
Yep. And if you want us to kill Lyrian in a future episode, don't forget to like, comments, and subscribe. He may be back
I
sooner
mean,
than
it
you
isn't
think.
that bad.
Yeah,
Doing
it's
like a
fine,
padlock
it's fine.
emoji and a...
He just left
Fred
you guys in the
punching him in the
lurch
face.
fighting a lich and
that's
stole a
kinda
bunch
rude.
of power and probably consumed
We should probably
hundreds of
talk about the
souls.
Baba Yaga thing now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful day, evening, night, whatever. We will see you. We're off next week, but we will see you in 2 weeks. We have a very special game to start out that set of 3, so that should be pretty fun. And we're getting really close to the finale.
Dare he say it?
Dare I say it? Maybe. It depends on how many shopping trips we go on or how much bullshit happens in the meantime. But thank you so much. You have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
See you guys.
Have the day you deserve,
inspirations,
right?
by the way.
Oh, thank you. I didn't use mine.
Me either.
Stupid.
I didn't.
I'm stupid, not you.
I didn't use mine, stupid.